Hello everyone, happy Sunday to you, Andrew here. Today we are going to play the Picross Puzzler Murder by Numbers. Why? Because it's cute, and I like it. And I think more people should be aware of it, because it's charming and fun. So, this is probably a terrible idea because few things are more embarrassing than playing a puzzle game live on stream and getting stuck on a puzzle for an hour and everyone's yelling at you like, no, you goofball, put the block over here. How do you not get this? How do you not see the solution? So probably not the best idea, but that's okay. Now the first thing we're gonna do is, which button is it? This one. So we're gonna quit out of here so we can watch the opening cutscene, because it's also very cute. Here we go. All right. Enjoy the magic and the opening theme song. Eventually. Any minute now. That kind of makes me want a cartoon series based on this game. Mashu, hello. And I gotta turn this down because it's still way too loud for me. Alright. Let me know how the sound balance is. So the opening cutscene, the character models are a little bit different, but it still works. And I really like, I forget our lead character's name here. Susan. I really like her costume design. Very, very 90s. Her shirt, her undershirt is got that almost Saved by the Bell eye catch pattern on it, with the flannel overshirt. My sister and I should probably do a fashion police for this outfit. I'm digging it anyway. Okay, new game. And yeah, I already played this, but that's okay. Because I don't think it's been exposed to enough people. Oh, my visual ontology is aired. Can't connect to a server. And we failed our check digit check. I am Scout. Can't see anything. I know! I'll run the visual recalibration routines. Well, crap. Everything's broken. Alright, so. We're a little robot, and we can't tell what the hell we're looking at, so we have to play Picross to examine everything in the world and figure out what the hell it is we're looking at. So for those of you who have never played Picross or haven't played it in a while, we'll go through the tutorial just to give you an idea of how this puzzle game works. Alright, see the grid? By filling in certain squares, a picture will appear. The clues on the sides of the grid tell you which squares to fill in. Once you've filled in the right squares, you complete the image. See how this row has 5 written there? That means 5 connected squares in this row should be filled in. Since there are 5 squares in the row in total, that means all of them should be filled. Let's fill these in now. Now, one of the most interesting parts of this game is you would think that this would be a perfect touchscreen game, so you could just tap on it with a stylus or your finger and zip across. No. 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 Oddly, this does not work out of the cradle. There are no touchscreen controls on this one. It's really, really weird. Great! See how the clue there went gray? That means you followed that clue properly. So the 5 on the side and on the upper row, 11531, all the 1s are filled in, or are grayed out. That means that whole column's done. Now we're going to introduce the other important part of the image reconstruction puzzles, marking squares that must be empty. Take a look at this column. The 1 clue that only 1 square in this column should be filled in. Because 1 square is already filled in, that means none of the others can be, so we should mark these squares with a cross to remind us that they shouldn't be filled in. Do that now. Alright, I'm guessing it's the other button. Yeah. Great! Now do the same for the second column. Alright. And the 5th column. Alright, nearly there. This row has a clue of 2, which means 2 connected squares are filled in. Because we put X's there earlier, there's now only 1 place where this other square can go. Fill it in! Whoops, wrong button. Now do the same on this row. As you can see, marking squares with X's is really important and makes reconstructing the images much easier. Image reconstruction can be boiled down into these 2 tasks, filling in the squares that are correct and placing X's in squares that cannot be filled in. Now use the techniques you've learned here to complete the puzzle! Alright, well, this clue in this vertical column is 3. We've already got 3, so we'll X the rest of these. This one's 5, so it means everything gets filled in. Boom. Alright, we're looking at an arrow? A right arrow, yes. Okay. So that's how this works. You're reconstructing an image, and once you complete the puzzle, you figure out what the object actually is. Alright, we've completed our visual ontology test. It was an arrow pointing right. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, yeah, yes. Everything I've ever seen. Alright. Useful technique called overlapping. This row has a clue of 4. That means that 4 connected squares should be filled in. Given that there are 4 connected squares and only 5 possible spaces, that means that there are only 2 possible places this group could go. All the way to the left or all the way to the right. Look at the 3 squares in the middle of the row. Notice how no matter where we place this group, these 3 squares are always filled in. That means we can safely fill them in now. Go ahead! Brian already played this myself, actually, on your recommendation. Quite nice, and I'd like to see a sequel. Yeah, I'd like to see a follow-up to this, too. It's a lot of fun. Picross typically is just complete the puzzles to make fun pictures. Like, there's a Pokemon Picross game. There was also a Zelda Picross game on the 3DS. And you complete these larger puzzles, and they create little pictures. And it's like, oh, I made a rupee or a cuckoo or something like that. It's fun. This does the same thing, but it puts a murder mystery around it. So you find a clue in the environment, you're like, oh my god, what is this? You do a puzzle, it's a knife! You know, it just adds a lot of context and charm to it. Charming context, one might categorize it. Alright, this is overlapping, working out which squares will always be filled in or always empty, regardless of where the group goes. Let's try a few more examples. This row has only 3 connected squares, which means there are 3 possible positions it can be in. Center, far right, and far left. Even in this situation, there's an overlapping square, the one in the middle of the row. Fill it in! This row has 2 number clues. This means that this row has 2 groups, one of 3 connected squares, and one that's just a single square. Groups must be separated by at least 1 blank space, so, for example, in this instance, it must go 3 squares, at least 1 blank square, and then 1 final square. Given that there's only 5 squares in the row, there's only 1 possible layout that will fit, so fill it in. Right. 1, 2, 3, X, 1. We could do some more overlapping on this column. Given that we already have one of the squares filled in, there are now only 2 possible places that this group could go. And one more overlapping square. Fill it in. Did you notice that in the previous case, the last square will never be filled in? Crossing out squares that you know must be empty is as crucial as filling them in, so let's cross that out now. Whoop. Nope. There we go. On the subject of crossing things out, notice how the last column has been completed already by following the other clues. Cross out all those other squares in this column so you know how to keep them blank. Excellent work. Now I'll use all the techniques you've learned so far to finish the puzzle. Alright, so 4 could be either this one or this one. This has to be here, both because of the 4 and the 3. 3 can't fit here, so it has to be down here. We just finished this one has to be 3, that's a 1, has to go here. That's a 4, this has to be 1, there we go. It's a doggy! Or a kitty? Something, I don't know. It's a dog, okay. Alright. A dog, how cute. Let's try the others. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, let's try to bring the visual sensor online. Where am I? Accessing memory. 85% memory corruption? How? What happened? I should try and find a way out. Oh, it's a garbage bag. Wait, does this mean that this is a garbage dump? Did someone throw me away? Choose your difficulty level. Yeah, we'll just, normal's fine. Several hours later. At the Grid Mood Studios? I couldn't even read that. And that's how I discovered the missing murder weapon. It was inside the butler all along. My God, I can't believe I didn't think of that. I couldn't have done it without your help, Detective Oates. After all, someone had to distract that swarm of bees. Ah, you're right. We make a great team. It's just lucky we were in the neighborhood. We'll always be where we're needed, Oates, because wherever there's murder, there's Miss Terry. Murder, Miss Terry, murder, Miss Terry. Get it? God. I actually want to see this show now. You distract the bees while I search inside the butler. Lou said I missed some and I can't see anyone else's chat, but just wanted to say that I played both Pokemon and Zelda Picross to completion. Picross, very underrated puzzle game. Yeah, I enjoy a nice game of Picross because it makes pretty pictures. You get the right IP, and I'm all about it. That's the last of the reshoots, everyone. Great work. Anime sweat drop. Enjoy your summer break, okay? Thank God for that. I hate reshoots. Like, I already nailed it the first time. It's not my fault I'm surrounded by a bunch of talentless idiots. Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry, Honor. You're not an idiot. Honor, can I see you in my office real quick? Sure, I'll be right there. Another meeting with the showrunner? I wish he paid me that much attention to the... I wish he paid that much attention to the real talent around here. Better run along now. Keep together, Honor. 4 months until next season. 4 months until you have to talk to her again. Thanks, Becky. Hope you have a great summer. Hope you have a great summer. What a suck up. Let's see. Brian says there's an absolute ton of mobile Picross games these days. They can't use the Picross trademark, so they go by Picross, which is probably what the portmanteau of Picross actually is. It's probably a combination of picture and cross anyway, but so I mean, whatever you have to do. Please come in. How's it going? Your wife doing okay? Oh, I read the wrong person. My wife? Yeah, she's fine. Listen, this is hard. Alright, what's going on? Did we get canceled? Did some of my lines get cut again? Did we get canceled? We didn't get canceled, did we? I thought the 5th season was already confirmed. The show's fine. The numbers for last season were great, but you're fired. It's about your contract. My contract? I don't understand. I wish there was something I could do, but... Wait, are you firing me? This isn't what I wanted, but you're the showrunner, Blake. Don't act like you've got no choice. No warning, no negotiation. You're supposed to be my friend. Please, Honor, I wish I had something... Try! I can't. What about the show? You can't just get rid of Detective Oates. The fans will go crazy. You're telling me 3 weeks of hate mail just for changing the theme song. But sometimes things come up. Unexpected things. I have to do whatever it takes. The network put forward the idea of a talking poodle a few months back. I might try it out. Animal companions are big right now. Right, replaced by a dog. That's dignified. I know this comes a bad time. Forget it, Blake. I don't need your sympathy. What I need for you to do for you is to have my back, like you always used to. But I guess that's not going to happen. This isn't what I wanted, Honor, I swear. I wish I could believe you. That man has balls just ripe for kicking. Gridmore Studios, yeah. I can't believe this. 4 years of hard work and then I'm out. Just like that? What am I supposed to do now? Miss Mizrahi, good to see you. Say, you haven't seen any kids running around out here, have you? Were they kids? What do they look like? I'm not exactly sure. Would have checked the CCTV, but no one ever showed me how to work it. It's just, I got a report about kids spraying graffiti on the studio lot. Same thing happened last summer. Oh, but look at me going on. You must have finished filming by now, right? Yeah, I'm finished. Like, not coming back finished. What? No way. Yeah, Blake isn't renewing my contract. Ah, jeez, that's awful. I thought you two were friends. Me too. But what about money? What with your husband being out of the picture, wasn't this your only income? Gosh, I'd be terrified if it was me. I'm getting stomachache just thinking about it. I was trying not to think about it, Bill. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry, me and my big mouth. But you'll be fine, Miss Mizrahi. I just know it. I'm sure you've got a plan. Well, so far, the plan is go home and find something strong to drink. Okay, you take care of yourself, okay? Plenty of people here will be sad to see you go, me included. Thanks, Bill. Hey, shouldn't you be looking for those kids? Kids? What kids? Oh, right, I better go. You see her around. Now, where'd I put my car keys? Thought I had them in my handbag somewhere. Detective Oates? I am not in the mood to sign autographs right now. Oates isn't my name. I'm just an actress, and this really isn't a good time. But I need your help, Detective Just an Actress. I'm not a detective. Could you please just... You're not a fan? What are you? I am Scout. Is this some kind of prank? Processing. Prank. Practical joke. A deception. No, I'm not a prank. I am Scout! Alright, where's the hidden camera? I'm equipped with a digital imaging device, if that's what you mean. It isn't hidden, but it may be hard to see from where you're standing. Do you have any other questions? Listen, this is all real clever, hilarious really, but I've had a bad day and I'm not in the mood. Unless you can find my car keys, I suggest you get lost. I can help find your car keys. I can find anything! Activating object identification mode. And here we go. Okay, got it. Wait for it. There we go. Okay, so we've got 3 here. Oop. There we go. Alright. So 6 is already done. We've got 8. 8, so that one's there. Put 6 here. And 2. These are done. And 1 more. Did I screw that up? Yes, I did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Messed something up. No. There we go. Car key? There, it's in your bag. That's not my car key, that's a tampon. Oh, tampon, made from absorbent material. A tampon is... I know what it is, I just don't know how to... This is supposed to help me open my car. Oh, yes, sorry, I'm detecting multiple faults in my object recognition systems, and I really have to be going. Wait, I still need your help! I told you, I'm not a real detective. Hell, I'm not even a fake one anymore. What could you possibly want me to help you with? I don't remember. Great. Well, good luck with that. Now get lost, will you? This isn't funny anymore. Okay. In this episode, says Brian, Andrew learns to count. I swear, Ellie gets weirder every day. Now, where are those keys? Maybe I left them back in the studio. I'm gonna open this car door with this tampon if it's the last thing I do! Of course, a lot of car doors don't actually have keyholes in them anymore, so they all use the damn fobs. They must be around here somewhere. Ah! What was that? It sounded like it came from Blake's office. Location unlocked office. You now have access to the map. Press the minus button to open the map. Okay. And we can go to the office. Becky, I thought I heard a scream. Did your assistant bring you non-ionized water again? He's dead! Blake, nah. I just came in and I think I'm gonna hurl. Hey, don't leave me here on my own. Loses, that makes it easier. Just wave the tampon at the car door. You know, maybe that's a new product. Combo tampon and car key fob. Oh my god, is that Blake? What happened? I don't know. I heard Becky scream and... Oh, geez. What are we gonna do? We gotta stay calm, right? I can do that, but then what? I'm not qualified for this. They taught me how to check ID. I know how to operate the little gate, but not this. We have to call the police. Oh, yeah, good idea. Call the cops. They'll know what to do. They're professionals. You just wait here. It'll all be fine. But geez, just seeing the blood there makes me feel all queasy. Bill! Right, yeah, please. Sorry, I'll go get help. Blake, why? Why a dog? A talking dog. Episode 1. Show's over. Oh, that's in my headphones. And he was just lying there. Bloody hell! I'm sorry, Honor. No one should have to see that. I just don't get it. Who would want to hurt Blake? Except me, because he just fired me and is replacing me with a talking dog. Is this everyone? All staff present and correct, sir. Well, everyone except Blake on account of his being dead and all. Musical comedy sting. Oh, geez, me and my big mouth again. Sorry, everyone. Brian says, just don't use a lithium-ion battery for that combo tampon key fob. Don't want it catching fire in an inconvenient location. Oh, hell. Yeah. I'll take it from here, but the convenience, man. I'm Senior Detective Gary Cross. I'll be leading the investigation into the death of your showrunner, Blake. I realize this is a difficult time for everyone, but if you work with me, we can see that justice is served. First off, who found the body? Becky did. Becky found the body. I came running when I heard her scream. He was dead when you found him? Lou says, yeah, for a moment I thought there was a police car going past my window. How should I know? I'm not a doctor. Becky, he's trying to help. Sorry, Detective, she's obviously still in shock. And who are you exactly? I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Honor Mizrahi, I'm an actress. Honor Mizrahi, well, I'll be. You've probably seen the show Murder Mystery. I play Detective Oates. Of course he's seen it. We're a smash hit. Yeah, that must be it. I'm Becky Cull, by the way, star of the show, and soon-to-be winner of this year's Starshine Award for Best Actress, hopefully. Glad to meet you. Now what I need you to do is... An autograph, of course, but I'm going to have to ask you for a small fee. I don't want your autograph, Miss Cull. I just want you to think about what you saw. All the gory details. Let it fester in your mind. You'll all have to submit statements after I've examined the crime scene. Do you need anything else until then, or can we go? I think we could all do with some time to process what's happened. Hold it, no one's going home. There's been a murder! I don't want anyone leaving this room until I've got the place secured. Understood? You're being cute, right? You can't lock us in here. There's no bathroom. Use a paper cup if you have to. I want to keep all of you in one place until I've got the facts straight. Listen, Senior Detective, I am not going in a cup. Where do you think we are? A frat party? What's your name? Casey LeBeau, award-winning hair and makeup artiste. Enchanted to meet you. I have my own theme song. Aren't you Brits? I am not attempting a British accent, forget it. Aren't you Brits supposed to be good at keeping things bottled up? Well, now's your chance. That's an unfair stereotype, and I resent it. Any other questions? Who's that hiding in the corner? Me? I wasn't hiding. I got nothing to hide, Mr. Cross. I mean, Officer Cross. I don't wear a shirt under my overalls. I would, but I'm too sexy for my shirt. It's not officer, it's Senior Detective. Who are you? What are you doing here? Right, Senior Detective, got it. The name's Tully. I was just getting a drink when all hell broke loose, Senior Inspector, sir. And I get more paint on my coveralls than I do on the actual thing I'm painting. Let me say it slowly so you get it. Senior detective. And I meant, what are you doing here in the studio? What's your job here? Context clues are not telling me anything. Oh, why didn't you say so? I'm a handyman by day, bodybuilder, and model at night. I'm gonna be the next Schwarzenegger. That's great. And I definitely want to circle back around to this. But we still haven't solved my wee problem. For God's sake, I'm not your babysitter, Mr. LeBeau. The matter is closed. As for everyone else, I don't care if you're an actress, the next Schwarzenegger, or William goddamn Shatner. You're all suspects until I say otherwise. You, security guy, Bill, why don't take me to the crime scene? Everyone else just sit tight while I do my job. The real crime around here are those eyebrows. Somebody needs to pluck those girls before they get into a catfight. I suppose we're stuck here, so, Tully, let's talk about your bodybuilding. Several hours later... Oh, hit the button. Casey still hasn't gone to the bathroom. Come in already, let me out! Or come on already, let me out. Would you stop making so much noise? He obviously can't hear you. It's Friday night and I'm supposed to be at a party in like 3 hours. How am I supposed to get ready if I'm stuck in here with you losers? You realize Blake's dead, right? And all you can think about is your stupid party? Just because Blake's dead doesn't mean my social life has to die too. It's about time. I thought you were ignoring me. I was. Would have kept it that way too, but I found this guy in a hallway over by the set. He did it. You got any other potential suspects wandering around that I should know about? Yeah, you tell me. You're the detective. Maybe if your security guy had checked the place out properly, I wouldn't have to ask. John, you're gonna stay here until I say otherwise. Got it? Lou's disappointed that I'm not giving... that I'm not attempting a British accent. Yeah, I don't have one. And if I tried, it would probably be offensive. Yes, detective. I'm John! John Redfern. Looks like you're stuck here with us now, John. You'd better not need the bathroom. It's okay. I have a fanny pack. Oh my God. You're Miss Terry! Yeah, I know who I am, thanks. And you're Detective Oates! Wow! Am I guest starring in a new episode or something? Ha 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 ha! Right, hilarious. Who are you again? Don't worry about her, she's just starved for attention. So, you new crew member, or... Me? Work on the show. Me work on the show? I wish. No, I'm just a fan, like, the biggest fan! I put the fan in fanny pack. I can't believe I'm actually talking to Becky Call. This is amazing! A fan? Well, why didn't you say so? It's always a pleasure to meet someone who appreciates my talent. I seriously can't even. Everyone on Usenet is going to go nuts. Definitely 90s. Is going to go nuts when I tell them about this. Oh my God, he's one of those freaks from the internet. What if he's the killer? Killer? What are you talking about? Come on, Becky. Come on, Becky. He only just got here. It could have been any one of us. Even you, Becky. Me? Honor, you must have lost your tiny mind. Why didn't I see it sooner? Honor did it! Excuse me? Could someone maybe explain what's going on? Think about it. She's the one who just got fired. What the what? You got fired? It happened right before this thing with Blake. I didn't know how to tell you. You don't need to be Miss Terry to realize that's one hell of a motive for murder. Don't you go throwing stones, Miss Glasshouse 1996. We all know you and Blake were fighting over your new contract. What? I don't have to listen to this. Harumph. Harumph, I say! Don't you walk away from me and my incredibly good British accent. Could someone please tell me what's happening? Everything's falling apart. Lonely. I just wish I could do something instead of being stuck here and peeing in a paper cup. If I could get out and unlock my car with a tampon, maybe I can help. Am I hearing voices? Maybe we really have been locked in here too long. Hello! You again? What are you doing here? Helping! Do you need me to find something? I'm good for tampons, thanks. I was wrong that time, but I know I can do better. How do I know I can trust you? I don't even know what you are. Ask me anything you want. I'll try my best to answer. Okay. Lou says, speaking of British, all this talk about fannies is very entertaining for the Brits here, since a fanny is the receptacle of the tampon in British vernacular. Is that a fact? Huh. What is this thing here? Oh, okay. Alright, let's see. We can question Scout. Hello, Detective Just an Actress. Please call me Honor. It's a pleasure to meet you, Honor. I am Scout! What would you like to know? What are you? First things first, what are you? Good question! Unfortunately, I don't have the answer. That's why I need a detective. You don't know anything about yourself? I know I'm a robot. I'm equipped with radar, an imaging camera, and over 200 megabytes of storage! So you're some kind of flying camera. Unclear, most of my subroutines are corrupted, but many are for searching optical data and matching to known objects. However, most of my object database has been lost. That explains the tampon thing. How did you lose so much data? I don't know. My memory banks were severely deteriorated when I came online. Huh. Seems like you're quite the mystery. Scout! Where'd you come from? I was hiding under the table. I followed you. I didn't mean in here. I mean who made you. Ah. I don't know. All that tech and no warranty card. Better hope you don't need any spare parts. Okay, let's work backwards. How did you get here? I was following the street when I saw it. Murder Mystery. Solving mysteries every Thursday. The billboard outside the studio. Do you solve mysteries on other days as well? I don't know if I can wait until Thursday. You said you were following the street. Where were you before? A bad place. There were broken electronics everywhere. No wonder I was damaged. You mean the scrap heap? Who would throw something like you away? That's what I want to find out. So what do you want from me? I told you I'm not a real detective. I understand, but perhaps you can help me find one? Scout! I've got my own problems. One of my friends is dead. Also, maybe you haven't noticed, but we're locked inside a break room. I can't help anyone right now. Then let me help you. I can find a way out of this room so you can prove your innocence. And then I'll be free to help you. It's logical, is it not? Can't argue with that. How do I know I can trust you? My friend is dead. For all I know, you could have killed him. I would never hurt anyone. I don't even know how. Unless I have a corrupted subroutine that does that. I only want to find out who I am. I don't see any weapons on you. I guess you're safe. Unless you're a bomb. But I swear, if you go all HAL 9000 on me, we're through. So, can you find me a way out of here? Sure, I can do a quick scan. Biscuits. I found a way out. There's a gap in the wall. It's behind you, approximately 6 feet 8 inches tall. The door? That's the door, Scout. If I could get out that way, I wouldn't need your help. Sorry, my logic circuits are obviously still warming up. Give me a moment to make a more detailed scan. Alright. Investigate. Alright, so we use Scout scanning mode to do stuff. Press A button. Alright, we don't care about the time, or the roof, or the bulletin board, or the chair, or the coffee cup. But we do see the grate over there. Anything else? Fridge, don't care. Don't care. Okay, it's probably the grate. Poop. Ah, we have found a Picross puzzle! Holy biscuits. Whoop. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Alright. Air vent. We got points. Yay, points. We still suck as a detective, but, you know, we're getting there. I think I've located another way out. Could you verify that it's not another door? It's an air vent. That might actually work. All those human-sized air vents that are so common. Or at least it works in the movies. Only problem is it's sealed up with a metal cover. You don't happen to have a crowbar, do you? I don't think I have that feature. Worth a try. The cover seems to be held in place by 4 metal screws. It can probably be removed for access. Okay, so we need a screwdriver. Maybe the bodybuilder, painter, or handyman dude has a screwdriver in his tool belt. I'm guessing you don't have one of those either? No, I'll be sure to bring it up with my creator if I ever find him. What do you think you're doing? And what is that thing supposed to be? I am Scout! Honor, are you really that desperate for friends? I always knew you were weird, but I didn't think it was this bad. Are you here to accuse me of murder again? Maybe next time you won't make a crack about non-ionized water when you hear me screaming. Oh. Our dialogue selection has consequences. Look at that. Ugh. It's taken that detective so long. You'd think someone his age would value time. For once I agree with you. Scout found an air vent that leads out of the room. I'm gonna get out there and prove I'm innocent. What? No way. I'm not letting you sneak out while I'm stuck in here. What are you gonna do, tie me to a chair? If you so much as touch that air vent, I'm telling Detective Cross. You get fired, Blake dies, and then you try and escape. You don't look so innocent to me. Honor Mizrahi. What if she's right? Escaping this room may not be the best option. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Scout! And we have to move fast. The longer we wait, the more time the killer has to cover their tracks. Lou says, am I taking a different path? Yeah, when I originally played this, I chose all the polite options. I'm being pretty snarky this playthrough just because it's fun. How do you know that? I've picked up a thing or two over the years. Murder mysteries were always my favorite kind of story. I just never expected to be in one. But before we can get out of here, we have to find some way to distract Becky. You know, you dangle car keys in front of her face, but all I've got is this tampon. I don't know if that'll work. Alright. Hi, Becky. What do you want? How you holding up? I'll be okay. No thanks to that idiot detective. Lou says snarky is best, yeah. Can't believe he's... I don't think it really matters. It'll probably change the dialogue a bit, but... I can't believe he's left us locked in here without any protection. What if the killer tries to finish off the rest of us? You don't think they'd be trying to lay low? How should I know? I'm not a murderer. Maybe not. On the other hand... What? That contract thing? Don't be stupid, Honor. That's just business. I'm not a suspect. I'm a victim of circumstance. Brian says, fun fact, after this game, the next game released by the developers behind it was Fall Guy Ultimate Knockout. Is that right? I didn't realize. Never would have guessed they had the same developer. Yeah, nor I. Huh, interesting. So you and Detective Cross, you guys, like, gonna go out or anything? Sounds like you don't think much of Detective Cross. He's so old! I thought real detectives were supposed to be cool and mysterious. The only thing mysterious about him is why he hasn't been retired yet. Were you really fighting with Blake about your contract? I do not want to talk about it. But can you believe these people? I'm their biggest star and they can't even find a few $1,000s for promotion. I swear, it's like they want the show to die this award season. What are you smiling about? Nothing, that's just, I thought you didn't want to talk about it. If you really want to get out of here, you should let me go. The sooner I can prove I'm innocent, the sooner Detective Cross can concentrate on finding the real killer. No way. If I have to be stuck in here, then so do you. You're just mad because you're gonna miss your stupid party that I wasn't invited to, and I'm not bitter about it all. Duh, it's the social event of the season, and I'm supposed to be there in 3 hours. If I don't get out of here soon, someone will be drunk by the time I get there. They won't even notice me arriving. You're more worried about going to a party than about Blake? Don't you care at all? Of course I care. It's tragic. But this isn't just any party. It's a Mitzi McCree party. Do you know how hard it is to get on her guest list? I've been trying for months. Not that you'd understand. You always got invited to these parties with your husband. Oops, sorry, ex-husband. Grrr. Maybe now you're divorced, you'll finally see what it's like for people like me. Lou's enjoying the anime sweat droplets. You know, people who got where they are through hard work, not by marrying some rich guy. I auditioned like everyone else. Oh, sure. And who got you the audition in the first place? I still don't understand why you divorced him. If I had a guy who got me into Mitzi McCree parties, I'd never give him up. So, how does it feel to finally meet our biggest fan? Who, John? He's so pathetic. He keeps trying to talk to me about poetry or some crap. Pardon. It's as if he wants... It's as if I want to hear poetry at a time like this. I'm trying to decide if I should speculate on who the murderer is, because I don't really remember, but I'm like putting it together in my head and I'm wondering if I'm figuring it out myself or if I'm just remembering what it was. So I should probably just keep it to myself. You'd think your biggest fan would know you aren't interested in art. I am into art, but fashion is the art of the 90s, Honor. And John is anything but fashionable. Whoop. Alright, we talked to Becky. Is she the only one I can talk to? Yeah, okay, so let's investigate. Well, there's something up there. Okay, so there's something under the table. Something in the fridge. In the microwave? Oh, let's see if the microwave's going on. Alright. Oh, the sniffles. Thumbtack. Screwdriver, okay. And we still suck as a detective. Honor, I found something. There was a screwdriver in the microwave. My ontological database indicates it's some kind of tool, but all further data is damaged or missing. It's a screwdriver. Scout, this is just what we needed. Hey, Tully, well, that's her. Hey, Tully, wasn't it? I'm guessing this is yours? Huh? What makes you think that? Well, because, I mean, you're the handyman, so... Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. So, you mind if I borrow this? Mind? Why would I mind? I'll lend you a tool anytime you like. Maybe after we get out of here, you and me could go grab a coffee. Scout! If you've got a cattle prod attachment, now's the time. Well, you know where I'll be if you change your mind. I'm already half undressed, so, you know, very convenient. He just slides off the side of the screen. Okay. What was under the table? Ooh, it's a bigger puzzle. I like the music in this game, too. Whoops, 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 read that one wrong. What was I doing here? This is 4, so we can... There we are. Double clicked. Alright. A doll? Ah, a Miss Terry toy. Cool. It must have been, what's his name? John dropped one of those? From his fanny pack. And you know what goes in a fanny pack. What's this toy doing here? Hey, be careful with that. Don't you realize what you're holding? A really weird puppet? What? No, it's a Miss Terry figurine. And a rare one, too, if I'm not mistaken. Huh, I thought it looked familiar. Guess I didn't recognize Becky without a scowl on her face. How come it's so valuable? Well, since you're interested, this particular figurine has a small but hilarious mistake. Take a look at the face. Do you notice anything? Aside from the strong urge to pull Becky's head off? No, the eyes are the wrong color. Isn't that funny? Like, how do you get the eyes the wrong color on Miss Terry? Ha ha ha! They only made 200 before they noticed the problem, so they're very rare. I wonder how it got here. I've actually got another one just like it right here in my... Wait, is that mine? You took it out of my bag! You're a thief! A thief? It was just lying here on the floor. On the floor? But it's worth hundreds of dollars! There are people out there that would kill to own this! Calm down, it's just a piece of plastic. Just a piece of plastic? I'm gonna go hug my body pillow of my anime waifu until I calm down. Come on, John, remember what Dr. Firestein taught you. I'm sorry if I shouted. I just can't stand to see the priceless collectibles being abused, especially when they belong to me. Sorry, John, I really didn't know it was yours. You should probably take it back before I get any ideas about shoving Plastic Becky here into the garbage disposal. No, Dr. Firestein says I have to learn to share. Besides, you are Detective Oates after all. If I can't trust you, who can I trust? Ha, 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 ha. Genuine laugh. Genuine laugh. Oh, you were kidding about the garbage disposal thing, right? Alright, what else we got? Give us more puzzles. What's in the fridge? Is it more puzzles? Lou says, you see, he's British, so he's about to call it a bum bag like a normal person. A bag that goes on your bum. But everyone wears it in the front. So it should be called... something else. Whoops. Nope, read that one wrong. Read both of those wrong. I was on the wrong column for both of them. Two, three. There we go. Whoop, keep hitting the wrong button. Boy, I am double clicking all over the place today. That's gotta be this. 2 and 2. Let's do that. Apple. Yep. Now I'm good at recognizing objects. Alright, we are not the worst anymore. A new bonus puzzle has been added to Scout's memory bank. Yay! Do you think this could be useful to the investigation? I'll be honest, it seems unlikely that an apple is the smoking gun. A gun? Be careful, Honor. Guns are dangerous. No, Scout, it's just a turn of phrase. It means the murder weapon or a vital clue. Oh. It's very confusing when humans say things that mean other things. I'm sure you'll catch on. Catch on to what? That was another one, wasn't it? Alright. So is this where the extra puzzles are? Yeah, so you can do more puzzles if you want. Although I guess I've already done them, so because other playthrough, but whatever. Probably watching me solve puzzles is not the most entertaining thing in the world, but so let's continue on with the story. Press Y to show evidence collected by Scout to suspects and prompt new revelations. What do you think about this car key? What are you giving me that for? Oh my god, are you tracking my cycle? What kind of weird stalker are you, Honor? What do you think about this What do you think about this apple? Are you gonna show me whatever trash you picked up off the new floor? Newsflash, I don't care. How about this doll of you? Oh, great, even more crappy merchandise. Is that the outfit from the marching band episode? Nope, it's from the one with the alien bug cult. I really want to see this murder mystery show. You fight off the bees while I check inside the butler. Ugh, I hated that episode. You know it took Casey 3 hours to get all that green gunk out of my hair? Excuse me, Miss Call. I couldn't help overhearing, and I have to politely disagree. It wasn't just gunk, it was insect mucus, and it wasn't green, it was gray. I've seen it on VHS about 100 times. I don't care what color it was. That crap was in my hair! But those details are very important. Without a consistent world, the show would fall apart at the seams! Oh, please, it's all made up anyway. As long as I'm there, people will keep watching. But the real fans value internal logic. You've got to construct a rich and consistent canon to build long-term viewership. What the hell have canons got to do with anything? Ah, I can't believe you're so ignorant. This is exactly what caused the show to go downhill last season. You ought to be ashamed at what you've done. Downhill? Are you crazy? I've never looked better. This isn't about you! Now I know you're crazy. Well, that'll work for a distraction. I didn't know human faces could display that shade of red. John really cares about the show, huh? I must feel bad for Becky. Alright, chat, speculate on who the murderer is and why. We've got our main cast. We've got Honor and Terry, Becky, who are the cast of the show. We've got Casey, the makeup and hair artist. We've got John, the fanboy, and we've got Arnold Schwarzenegger, whatever his name is, the handyman. I think that's all the characters, right? Oh, we've got the security guard, whose name I don't remember. Maybe it was a suicide. I think we have everything we need now, Honor. Are you ready to open the air vent? Ready as I'll ever be, you. I'm looking forward to exploring this ventilation system with you. You know, I can't tell if you're joking or not. I don't know if I'm capable of joking, Honor, but I would like to learn how. Wait, before we climb in, any idea where this vent goes? I don't want to end up in the furnace. I could try mapping the internal topography with active radar. I don't have a clue what that means, but if you think it'll help. Alright, let's start this puzzle. Lou says Schwarzenegger. So far he's got the least motive. Yep, that's this. This is this, this is this, this, and this, and four, more fours, okay. So, which button is it? It's this one. Yep. 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, and 4, and 5. Whoop, missed. 1, 1, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. Whoop, nope, 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 nope. Backwards. 5, 3, 1, more 3s, there we go. Okay, I guess that's the path through the ventilation system. Ventilation map, there we go. Yee! Mapping complete. The vent leads to another room, of similar size to this. Probably Blake's office. I don't think I'd be heading back... I didn't think I'd be heading back there so soon. Should I look for another way out? No, if I'm gonna find a way to prove I didn't kill him, his office is the best place to start. I just hope we don't run into Detective Cross when we get there. This vent looks pretty tight. You sure we're not gonna get stuck in there? Don't worry, Honor. My sensors have already measured your body, and... You did what?! I took approximate measurements of your body. Compared to the diameter of the ventilation shaft, it's unlikely you'll become stuck. Did I do something bad? Scout! You can't do that kind of thing without asking. Sorry, Honor, I didn't realize. How about you just delete those measurements and we'll pretend this never happened? What measurements? Hey, you can make jokes. Come on, let's get in that vent before I start having second thoughts. Oh god, the spiders! So many spiders! No sign of Detective Cross. What's the plan now? Good question. Maybe we should search the room and complete Picross puzzles. They'll find whoever did this to you, Blake. I'll make sure. Scout! Can you see anything? I can currently see 432 objects. Can you be more specific, or should I scan them all individually? This is going to take a long time. No, I mean, can you see anything that might shed some light on what happened? And before you say anything, I don't mean the desk lamp. Understood. I'll scan the room. Let's investigate. Alright. No. I can't get any further to the right. And the dead body, not important at all. Coffee cup? Yes, this chair. This chair looks very important. Alright. That's the whole thing. So, one has to go there. And one has to go right here. That can't go here. This has to be here. Brian says I have to refrain from guessing since I remember the answer. I'm pretty sure I remember it too. It's fairly obvious, but yeah. Okay. Oop, yeah. Alright, folder? It's a medical report, okay. Sometimes one of the most fun parts is trying to figure out what the little pixel art things are. This is the medical examiner's report. Detective Cross must have called someone in to check the body. We use these in Murder Mystery when we need to know the basics about a murder. You know, cause of death, time of death. People were murdered on your TV show? Well, yeah, it's literally in the title. I didn't realize. I thought you said you were innocent. No one actually dies on the show. Scout! They're just acting. Acting. Ah, I see. The show wasn't real. You're just pretending to be an actress. No, I don't have time to explain this now. Give me a minute to read this report. Yes, cause of death, blunt force trauma to the head. Just like the detective said. Still, I still think this might be a suicide. Time of death, approximately 4:30. Where was I at 4:30? According to my internal chronometer, that's when we met in the parking lot. Of course! Scout! I think I just found my alibi. Miss Mizrahi, what are you doing in here? Soulcaster, hello. Asks, is this inspired by that puzzle game Picross, or whatever the name of the game? I was going to say Minesweeper, but seems wrong, but Sudoku comes to mind, and that's probably wrong too. It's not... Picross, maybe, that might be another puzzle that just has a different name, because I think Picross is probably trademarked. Sudoku is a different game. That's filling in a grid with actual numbers. This one uses numbers so that you know how to fill in a grid to make a picture. This one just has the framing of a murder mystery. Alright, Bill, if that's your real name. You really shouldn't be in here, Miss Wright. You're going to get yourself arrested. I know I shouldn't be here, Bill, but I couldn't stay in that break room. We ran out of room in the one paper cup. How do you even get out? I thought Detective Cross locked the door. I crawled out through the ventilation system with a little help from Scout here. I am Scout! Hi. What is that, a flying fax machine? Remember fax machines? He's a robot of some kind. We haven't had a chance to get to know each other yet. Scout! This is Bill. He's the studio's one-man security team. Ever find those kids, Bill? Hello, Bill. Boy, hey, technology these days is amazing, isn't it? My son can fax me his drawing from home, and they come out right in my office here. Well, up until last week anyway, and now they've got him doing macaroni art at school, cheese gummed up the machine, something awful. Bill, I've got to prove to Detective Cross that I didn't kill Blake. Can you help? You know I'd do anything to help you out, Ms. Mizrahi. I don't want to get in trouble. What you been doing? He put me in charge of guarding the crime scene. And you still got in. I'm bad at my job. He's got a lot to do, so I'm supposed to make sure no one gets in here or touches anything. Like you're currently doing. You didn't touch anything, did you? Who, me? Of course not. Got nothing to worry about. What about the medical examiner's report? You were reading it a minute ago. Did you forget? The report? Oh, geez, that's super important. I'm gonna be in so much trouble if Detective Cross hears about this. Thanks, Scout. You're welcome, Honor. So, you and Detective Cross, you guys like dating or anything? Honestly, he's kind of scary. I told him I liked his badge and he towered over me like some kind of enormous angry telephone pole. I swear he looks twice as big up close. He just stood there, frowning at me. Felt like hours. Then he pointed at my tie and said it was unprofessional. Yeah, it's too short. I like this tie. All I want is to prove to Detective Cross that I didn't kill Blake. You're a smart cookie, Miss Mizrahi, but shouldn't we let the detective do his job? And stay in the break room all night? No thanks. Maybe he knows what he's doing, but it's taking too long. And Becky has a party to get to. At this rate, the real killer is going to get away before he's even interviewed us. I know I'm just an actress in a detective show. Hell, I wasn't even the main character, but I can help. Maybe, but you're going to need some serious evidence to convince Detective Cross you're not a suspect. The medical examiner's report says Blake died around 4:30. I'd left Blake's office way before that. That's great, but can you prove it? I've seen it in your show. You need evidence. Scout! Did you record anything on those cameras of yours? Yes, Honor. I automatically keep a cyclical buffer of the past few hours of visual input. However, I have no way of displaying those images. All that technology and they didn't even give you a printer? I'll add it to the list. You know, this reminds me of the fancy CCTV system we were supposed to get. Then they trimmed the budget and it ended up only getting installed out in the parking lot. You know, where you were standing at the time he died. Typical management, I'm telling you. It's all we can't afford, man. I'm telling you. Wait, are you saying there's a CCTV outside? Sure, no one ever showed me how to use it, but it's there. Bill, that CCTV will prove my alibi. I was in the parking lot when the murder happened. Can you pull the footage to show to Detective Cross? Well, in theory, but you need my fingerprint to open the security office door, and I'm supposed to stay here and guard the crime scene. Alright, we're gonna find a knife and cut off Bill's finger. Heard it from who? Everyone else is locked in the break room. What if the murderer comes back? That Scout will, blast him with his death ray. Really? He can do that? Honor, I don't have... Yes, that is a thing he can do. Absolutely. Now, could you go and get that tape? Please? Oh, jeez. Okay, if you're sure, I'll be as quick as I can. Alright, let's rummage around the crime scene. I don't have a death ray. I know, Scout. Just play along, okay? Is Scout Robot Hard of Hearing? I believe it's an acronym for something. I don't remember, but probably stands for something. Alright, my first real crime scene. It's nothing like I imagined. I thought you pretended to solve crimes in your TV show. I did. I've read so many mystery novels, seen so many movies. Sounds stupid now, but I guess I convinced myself I'd know how to handle a real murder. But now I'm standing here looking at the body of my friend, and who's going to replace me with a talking dog? Bill, did you get the tapes already? Detective Cross! Ahem! Jesus! Detective Cross will do just fine, thanks. You want to give me an explanation, or shall I skip straight to the handcuffs? Here with the death laser, scout! I can't wait to see how you're gonna try and talk your way out of this. Okay, I can explain everything. How'd you even get in here? Through the air vent. The air vent? Who do you think you are, John McClane? Maybe if you hadn't locked us in the break room, I could have used the door like a normal person. Oh, really? My apologies. I didn't realize I should have made it easier for you to tamper with the crime scene. I realize this looks bad, but I got sick of waiting around. You haven't even taken our statements yet. This is real life, not some 2-bit TV show. Well, I mean, they did get a coroner's report with a time of death within an hour or two. So, good police work takes time, except coroner's reports. Those are instantaneous. I'm just trying to find some way to prove I didn't kill Blake. He was my friend who was going to replace me with a talking dog. And you thought breaking into the crime scene was going to help your case? Actually, it did. There's solid proof I didn't do it. Bill's just gone to get the security tapes. I was beginning to wonder where he'd gone. Maybe you convinced him to leave so you could screw around with the real evidence. You'll see once he gets back. You just have to trust me. Trust doesn't get you very far in my line of work. Any leads? Yeah, looking at one right now. Oh, please, detective, I was just trying to help. Being a detective on TV doesn't mean you're qualified to waltz in and take over a real murder investigation. Real police work isn't a game, it's dangerous, and you don't know the first thing about it. That's where you're wrong. My dad was on the force. And I suppose he told you all about it. He didn't have to. He'd come home exhausted every night. I saw what it did to him. I might not have the training, but I understand the job. I know what it takes. And it takes a sash tied around a flannel trench coat. I look awesome. Don't make me laugh. I've seen your show. You wouldn't last 5 minutes on the force. What would you do if the killer showed up right now? I'd hide behind you. I'd blast him with my death ray. He's just kidding, detective. What's taking you so long anyway? We've been stuck in that room for hours. I'm just doing my job. There are lots of things to cover. Security, photography, evidence collection. I've read enough mysteries to know it shouldn't take this long. Something's wrong. All the fiction tells me you're doing it wrong. So I'm a little understaffed. Nothing I can't handle. Oh, great. It's reassuring to know that Blake's death is so high on the LAPD's list of priorities. Says you'll screw me around again, but it won't work. I might be old, but I'm not getting pushed into a desk job yet. It takes as long as it takes, and that's the end of it. This is Scout! Looks like something out of Buck Rogers. Are you a real detective? Can you help me find my creator? You better get this flying toaster out of my face before things get ugly. Scout! Maybe you should leave the nice detective alone. Alright, Mizrahi, I think it's time we move this conversation down to the precinct, don't you? I got it, Honor! I found the security tape! Nice of you to join us! Detective Cross? Oh, jeez, I mean, what a pleasant surprise! Maybe I'm getting forgetful in my old age, but didn't I tell you to guard this room? I am guarding the room. I mean, I just had to go and, Care to explain how Miss Marple over here managed to get in? You said to make sure nobody got through that door. You, didn't say anything about the air vent. So you wandered off and left a murder suspect at the scene of the crime. Alone? With all the evidence? She wasn't alone. She had the death laser bot with her. Well, when you say it like that. I only went to check the CCTV system. Would have been back sooner, but I had to take the darn thing apart to get at the tape. Couldn't you just press the eject button? There's an eject button? So, what do you say, detective? Care to see my evidence? You've got 5 minutes. After that, I'm taking you downtown. Here's a CCTV footage of me and a robot in a parking lot staring at a tampon for 5 minutes. That's all I need. Scout! Can you scan this? Alright. Alright, I've got the first line pretty well sorted. Oop. Oop, okay. Not even looking. Two, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's the tape. Okay, sure. Alright. We now suck slightly less. Even more slightly less sucking. Alright, gotta turn on fan. So I apologize if there's a hum in the background. But it's getting hot in here. So it's either take off all my clothes, which gets me demonetized, and also makes me very shy, or I turn on the fan, so it's fan time. I'll just move my microphone and put it right here. Maybe that'll help. There we go. Okay, what are we looking at? This is the security footage of the parking lot earlier this afternoon. Look, there's Bill. Who's that in the background? Looks like they got spray cans. You got a problem with vandals around here, Bill? Them? Nah, they're just contractors. We get a lot around here. You know, painters, carpenters, caterers. They're not contractors. They're kids. They've got skateboards, for God's sakes. Didn't you say you were looking for kids doing graffiti earlier, Bill? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. As enlightening as this is for some of us, I don't see how it proves anything useful. I'm getting to that, Detective. Bill, can you fast forward to about 4:30 p.m.? There, that's it. See? That's me, standing by my car. I spoke to Bill, then Scout! Okay, you were in the parking lot, so what? Those kids must have done it! They skateboarded in, sprayed graffiti around the parking lot, and killed Blake. Interesting theory, but I don't buy it. Is that really the best you got? No, wait, what I meant to say was, I lost my car keys! And I still haven't found them! I'm good on tampons, though. What's your point? I'm here to investigate a murder, not find lost property. Okay, that's not important. What I meant to say was, Blake was already dead! He died around 4:30, and the CCTV footage clearly shows I was in the parking lot! Well, I'll be damned. Not bad for a TV detective, huh? I guess not. Now, if I can just get you to write me an official statement, you... Wait a second. How do you know the time of death? Bill, did you let her read the medical report that I left lying out in the open? Aw, jeez. Listen up, everyone. I'll need to keep you here for a little longer, and it's all Honor's fault. Please, Detective. I spent the last 20 minutes trying to get John and Becky to stop arguing. I'd have more luck sorting out the Middle East. If you need something to keep you occupied, start working on those statements. What about me? Can I help out some other way? Scout could. Listen, Nancy Drew, you got lucky with that CCTV, but that was all it was. Luck. Now go home and let the professionals handle this. Hey, how come she gets to go home? She could be the murderer. I've seen evidence that proves otherwise. The only thing she's guilty of is being a pain in my ass. You can't keep me locked up in here. What if I'm next? Don't worry, babe. If anyone tries anything, I'll whack them with one of my dumbbells, which I keep on me at all times. I'm not wearing any underwear under these coveralls. The only thing these coveralls cover is all of me. You brought dumbbells with you on a job? You never know when you're gonna find a spare 5 minutes to work up a sweat. Know what I mean? Are you picking up on the subtle innuendo? Reclusive nun would get what you mean. And even she'd think 5 minutes is pathetic. Oh, fair point. I will think about this. Wait, did I just find Becky funny? Detective, I'm begging you, you've got to let us out of here. I'm going stir crazy. Fine, you can leave the goddamn room. Just stay inside the studio grounds, okay? Badger detective until you get what you want. Got it. I mean it. Any of you try anything and I'll have you tackled by a patrolman faster than you can say WrestleMania. Quick question. How cute is this theoretical patrolman? How good is his credit? Does he get on well with his mother? As for you, go home! Just for the record, you guys are all crazy. I'm putting that in my report. Praise the goddess, we're free! Ish. Guess I should go home now, like you said. Don't feel bad, babe. You earned it. You said you were going to prove yourself innocent, and you went out and did it. I did, didn't I? So what are you waiting for? You're free to go. Uh-oh. You've got that look on your face. Don't think you can hide it from me, Missy. I know that look. That's the Honor Mizrahi I'm not giving in special. It's just, I got myself out of trouble, but what about you guys? What about Blake? He gave me my big break, and then he fired me and replaced me with the talking dog, but still, I wouldn't even be here without him. He wasn't just my boss. He was my friend. Alright, Castor, take care. Right up until he fired you. But that's just it. It doesn't make any sense. All I could think of at the time was how angry I was, but looking back, he was so nervous. You've been playing a detective too long, babe. You're starting to sound like one. It's not just me. There's something else going on. I can't just leave. If you want to keep investigating, Honor, I'm here to help. Scout! Don't you want to go find a real detective? You may not be a real detective, and maybe that's okay. Maybe what I need is a partner. I'm good at finding things, but I'm no good with people. But you convinced Bill to help you. You proved your innocence to Detective Cross. So maybe I don't need a real detective after all. Oh, I mean, I'm a D-rank detective. Because together, we can solve anything. If you want to try, that is. Why not? I think I'm getting to like having you around anyway. How about you, Casey? Will you help me look into it? Absolutely. You know I've got your back. But, can I pop to the loo first? I've needed to go for hours, and I'm genuinely scared something's about to burst. Skip to the loo, Casey. Skip to the loo. Alright. Well, we can go back to the office, but let's keep Casey from the bathroom. Ah, look who it is, the lady that's putting the heel into Gumshoe. That one needs a bit of work, but you get the idea. Yeah, that didn't work at all, Casey. Sorry. I also don't know what kind of footwear Honor is wearing. I'd have to look at the opening cutscene again. I should probably introduce you to Scout! New sidekick? Are you trying to make me jealous? I am Scout! He's some kind of investigation robot, we think? Sounds complicated. Yeah, it's probably easier if we don't try and explain it. Well, any friend of Honor's is a friend of mine. Nice to meet you. Scout! We're still not any closer to working out who killed Blake. Any ideas? Obviously, we can discount ourselves, but that only leaves Becky, Tully, and John. Tully is his name, right? Don't forget Bill. There's no way Bill is involved. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Maybe a tape deck, but you're right. I don't think he could plan a murder even if he wanted to. Last week I saw him get startled by his own reflection. Don't be mean. He's got a good heart. Did I say he didn't? You can have a good heart and no brain. He's living proof. And you're proof that someone can have neither. Ho ho ho. Ho 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 ho. Alright, what about Becky? Could she have killed Blake? That girl can hold a grudge better than Joan and Bet put together. Joan and Bet. I don't know who that's referencing. And she wasn't exactly on good terms with Blake. Right, something about a contract disagreement? Don't suppose you heard any details through the gossip grapevine? As usual, she thinks she's not getting enough recognition. I heard she was demanding $100,000 for marketing. It's not so bad. The show could always use more marketing. Not for the show, for herself. You know, feature articles, billboards, the cover of Celeb Life magazine. The Starshine Awards are coming up, and she's determined to win Best Actress this year. Yep. Little bits coming off the bottom of my drink container there. Now, does she really think she can force herself onto the shortlist through advertising? That's crazy. And that's Becky, but Blake was having none of it. She's been trying to win that award for years. She's desperate. Who knows what she might resort to? And John? That weirdo with the bum bag? Oh, Lou. Nice job. 3 out of 10, tops. That's not what I meant, for once. Fine, well, there are fans and then there are fans. Like that girl we met outside the studio last year. She was intense. Like, chain you to a radiator and get all misery on your ass intense. How could I forget? She tried to cut off some of my hair. I'm not sure if John is in the same league of crazy, but don't you think it's weird that he showed up today of all days? What about that contractor guy? Tully? Such a dour name for such a gorgeous guy. If he wasn't such a creep, he'd be a solid 7. Oh, sure, he tries it on with... Oh, sure, he tries it on with you and Becky, but what about me, huh? What am I, chopped liver? I'm hurt, crushed. Flirt with me, goddammit! Honestly, I really am destined to be alone forever, aren't I? I mean, come on, look at my amazing hair. I mean, the sunflower and the lapel's a bit much, and the ruffled collar I'm not really digging, but otherwise I think Casey's ensemble is working there. Might as well get a cat and start knitting my own jumpers. Lou says that's better. My Wi-Fi is back, for now. And the internet provider is admitting that they're aware of the problem. That's good. Lou? What's a jumper? Oh, babe, don't take this the wrong way, but maybe if you weren't quite so picky, you might have more luck. Casey doesn't strike me as a picky dude. A girl should always know her worth, Honor. I wish I'd known that before I married Ryan. Hey, Lee. Anyway, let's focus. Do you think Tully is a real suspect? Don't be ridiculous. A murderer? With those eyes. This coming from the man who said Jeffrey Dahmer had a certain mystique. Touché. Be honest, do you think there's a case against me? Please. How long have I known you? 4 years? You're about as capable of murder as I am of giving my parents a grandchild. Writers, I am concerned your head is not in the right place with that line. my headcanon is just gonna stick to, he either just really doesn't want kids, or he happens to be infertile for some reason. Thanks, I never suspected you either, for the record. I should hope not. Besides, if I was going to kill someone, I would do it with far more flair. Blunt force trauma to the head is just so straight, you know? I already got that. Alright, back up. Investigate. Anything new? What time is it? Alright, let's look at the floor. It's a sweater, huh? Okay. Pullover sweater. Got it. You know, I got through probably... This is almost certainly an exaggeration, but, I was a certain way through the Harry Potter books before I finally figured out what the hell trainers were. You know, Harry's like, oh, I need to grab my trainers and put them... I'm like, what are you talking about? What are those? And I didn't quite care enough to look it up. But, yeah. Slang, man. Slang. Lee says, is this kind of like Phoenix, right? It's... Yeah, it is, Lou says, it's tempted to say Jumper's a jersey, but wouldn't be all that useful, would it not? It's similar to Phoenix Wright in that you're a character investigating crime scenes and finding clues, and you present the clues that you find to people you talk to prove your case, but you do Picross puzzles. So. Whoop, that's not what I want. Nope. Come on, there we go. That one. What was it doing? Right. Alright, so 3's gotta go in here. Get surrounded. This is... Two's gotta be here. Oop. Zygon says this hurts my brain. Yeah, if you want me to explain the rules of Picross, let me know. Because otherwise, it's probably like, what's even happening? What? 1, 2, 3. Lou says, how do funny math games? Saigon, yeah. Lou says, since English isn't my first language, I constantly get caught in the American English-British trap. Yeah. Okay, that can be anywhere, that can be anywhere, okay. That can go anywhere, that can go anywhere. This has to be this. Okay. That has to be there. Boop, 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 and boop. We found a ID tag? ID card. Okay, cool. Well, when you speak multiple languages, you're definitely going to build up that vocabulary. Although, if you know the same word in multiple languages, does that count as a larger vocabulary or not? Like, if I only knew one word in English, but I knew the exact same word in Spanish, would I know 2 words or just one? It's an ID card. Looks like it belongs to Tully. He seems to be quite forgetful with his belongings. Wait a second. This card says it's a Gridmore Studios ID, but I don't recognize the design at all. Do you think it's a fake? Sorry, Honor, I have no reference to compare against. Perhaps there's someone more familiar with these cards who can help. Oh, I'm sure Bill will help. Let's see if there's anything more in the environment. Whoop. Yeah, coffee! Brian says it counts multiples, just like knowing synonyms in one language counts as multiple. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so, for anyone wondering how these puzzles work, the numbers along... The idea is to fill in the grid properly to form a particular picture. Now, the numbers along the side tell you the consecutive groups of squares that you fill in. So in this top one, the horizontal, there is a consecutive group of 4 squares to fill in, and then 1 standing by itself. This one has a group of 10 consecutive squares, but it's only 10 wide, so we can go ahead and fill the entire thing in. And you'll notice that it grays out. Now this one down here, there's 6 consecutives. So you could have it sitting here, or you could have it sitting all the way over here, or it could be sitting right like that, or in the middle somewhere. But what you'll notice is no matter where it is, if it's sitting over here, or if it's sitting over here, these 2 squares here are always filled in. So with this clue 6 here, we know that these 2 are definitely marked. We don't know exactly where this whole thing is sitting, but wherever it's sitting, it has to fill these 2 squares. But now that we have these 2 squares, we can look at that 2, 5. We have a group of 2 and then a group of 5 with at least 1 square between them. Well, we know this has to be part of the 5, so we know that it's like this. Same thing here, 5. Now, this one, it could be something like this, or this. Now, those are all valid options, but we don't know yet. Now, these two, 2 and 7, you've got a 10 grid here. 7 plus 2 is 9. You need at least 1 space between them, that's 10. So, you can just go ahead and fill these in. So that's how these puzzles work. This one, 2 and 5. You know it has to be at least that. These 2 had to be part of the 5, because 5 wouldn't fit to the right, and 5 won't extend all the way over here. And the 2 has to be sitting right here, or like that, so we know that this one's filled in. So that's how it works. Alright, let's see now. Also, you can do things like, we know that this is an empty space, and we know 3 won't fit down here, so you can do this. We've already got 3. We don't know where 2 is going yet, so that's how it works. Four, 3, 2. Get rid of these. These are done. Oop, wrong button. There we go. We found coffee. What is this liquid, Honor? That's coffee! I don't know how I'd get through the day without it. I hate coffee. Can't stand it. I can't stand the smell of coffee, let alone the taste. I can't really even walk down the coffee aisle at the grocery store, because it... Same thing with smell goods. Like potpourri and scented candles, it just drives me nuts. I seriously, my sinuses can't take it. Way back in the day when I was doing physical inventories, one of the jobs I was scheduled for was illuminations, which I figured was like a... I didn't know what it was, but I was thinking like light fixtures and stuff. You know, lamps and chandeliers and all that kind of stuff. No, it's a candle shop. I had to call in someone else. Like, I couldn't be in the shop for more than a couple of minutes before I was starting to get woozy. So I had to have someone else come and run the inventory for me. Zygon says, you don't like bean juice? Bean juice is good stuff. Yeah, I don't like... I do like, interestingly, I do like some coffee-flavored treats and confections like mud pie. I've even made meatloaf with coffee before. Do not use grounds. Don't do that. Coffee crystals. Do not use the actual... Don't do grounds. But that can make a good flavor in meatloaf. So there are some... It's kind of like... It's weird, because it's kind of like coconut. I can't stand coconut, but it's really shredded coconut that I can't stand. Like, using coconut extract and, like, frosting or something, fine. I cook using coconut oil, fine. But, yeah, it's so weird. Lou says it's weird because when I was small I didn't like the taste of coffee, but I've always found the smell delicious. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something I enjoyed aromatically, but not taste-wise. And nothing comes to mind. That's coffee! I don't know how I'd get through the day without it. Right, I see. So it's kind of fuel, like gasoline. Kind of, but it tastes better. At least it's supposed to. The stuff from our coffee machine, on the other hand. I'm having difficulty understanding. Is this coffee machine a fuel dispenser? I apologize for asking so many questions. Many of the intertextual connections in my ontological database were lost when I was discarded. You lost me at ontological. Isn't that something to do with insects? You know many things, but the relationships between those things is unclear. I'm trying to build them. No, ontology is not insects. It's... entomology? I keep mixing up the words for studying bugs and studying words. Anyway, but I don't know if it's fuel or not, Scout. It's complicated. Redacted, hello. Not everything can be broken cleanly into simple facts like that. I see. You do? No, but my programming tells me that it's a good thing to say when faced with things I don't understand. I see. Alright, I guess we found everything in the environment. KC. Okay. How do I show you stuff? No? Present evidence. Yes. Look at my tampon. I still don't know why. I still don't get why they don't put pockets in women's clothes. Want me to hold on to it for you? I'm wearing jeans. I've got pockets. Would you like coffee? You really need to clear out that bag, babe. Alright. How about a medical report? Ah, paperwork, boring. How about an apple? Alright, we'll look... Would you like a screwdriver? Alright, how about the ID card? Hey, isn't that Tully in the photo? Yeah, I think it's his ID card, but I don't recognize the design. Any ideas? Lou says, couldn't eat any form of cheese until I was a teenager, but I because I dislike the smell so much. My poor family couldn't even have pizza. Oh, that's terrible. Now Lou eats all the cheese there is. Yeah, I do like... I don't eat... Do I eat any cheese? I mean, I will. I mean, just in my regular diet. I don't think so. No, not usually. But, yeah, I like most cheeses. Sorry, doesn't look like any studio ID I've ever seen. Maybe try asking Bill. He checks those things every day. Haha! Alright. Let us... go to the city map. Okay. Go to the office. Hi, Bill. Miss Mizrahi, you're still here? Hi, Bill. How's it going? Still on guard duty? Yeah, Detective Cross wasn't too happy about me going to get that tape. I had to talk him out of cuffing me to the desk. Sorry, Bill. Didn't mean to get you in trouble. Oh, don't mention it. I'm just glad you're off the hook. I always knew you had nothing to do with what happened to Blake. Thanks. It's good to have you on my side. You and Scout make a great team. It's a shame you can't help Detective Cross with the rest of the investigation. Yes, we can. That's exactly what we're doing. You are? But he seemed really mad at you guys. Kept saying things like, that damn vigilante and her flying computer. Well, he didn't exactly give us permission, but there's something bigger behind Blake's death, and we have to find out what. Oh, jeez. Detective Cross isn't gonna like that. No one's supposed to touch anything in here. Well, we won't touch anything, we'll just look at it. Don't look at me like that, I just don't want to make Detective Cross angry again. I don't think my blood pressure could handle it. Or his. Lee says, there are free cheese samples at Cheese Factory, so the... Cheese Factory? There's a cheesecake factory and a cheese factory? Cool. Alright, what do you think of John? Oh, we get kids trying to sneak into the studio all the time. I think he just picked the wrong day to try and get an autograph. You don't think he seems kind of intense? Ah, they're all like that. If you ask me, the kid got lost and now he's a murder suspect. His poor mother's probably worried sick. You ever seen Tully before? I don't think I have, and I never forget a face. That's not too unusual for contractors. They come and go all the time. He certainly looks big enough to kill someone, but why would Blake pick a fight with a contractor? I hate to even consider it, but it's possible Becky killed Blake. Did you know they were fighting over a contract? Becky? Kill someone? But she's so nice. Have you met Becky? I know she seems rude sometimes, but I still think there's a heart of gold in there somewhere. Maybe she left it at home. She probably just wants to be understood. I'm cruel because I just want to be loved. Didn't you say the same thing about the guy from accounting who set the officers on fire a couple of years ago? Well, you can't expect me to be right all the time. Alright. This button. Then this button. Would you like a tampon? Miss Mizrahi, why would you show me that? I'm uncomfortable with feminine products. I mean, it's not used. It's in its package, it's fine. Would you like some coffee? I don't know why you're showing that to me. How about an apple? I don't really know why you're showing that to me. How about a doll? Don't know why you're showing that to me either. Would you like a map of the vent? Okay, how about the ID card? What do you make of this ID card, Bill, if that's your real name? It's a nice card. Feel the weight of that laminate. They don't make them like this anymore. I had an uncle who was a big shot in the lamination industry. You see, and he always said, forget the lamination, Bill. It says Gridmore Studios ID, but it doesn't look right. Is it a fake? No, it's just an old design. They went out right around the time I started working here. That was years ago. Do you really think Tully has a studio ID for that long? It's possible. Just wait here. I'll go check our files. Dum-de-dum-de-doo. Oh, I nearly forgot. I found something under Blake's desk. Maybe that scout of yours can take a closer look. That could be evidence. Shouldn't you give it to Detective Cross? I tried, but he was so busy yelling at me for leaving the room earlier that he wouldn't listen. Will you take a look? Alright. Let's puzzle this out. Can I actually screw this up? Oh, I can. Alright. Got a different music track here, that's cool. Alright. Do-doot. Do-doot. Yep. Go. We are doing well. If someone gets touched with a packet of salt and a single battery, would that be considered a salt and a battery? Five, six, seven, eight, nine. Yeah, I'm almost done solving math puzzles on. Found some hair dye. Be careful, Andrew. Your numbers are in danger of being murdered by a numberer who only ends the existence of numbers. Hide your numbers in equations. Yes. Numbers is the murderer. The title says so. Murder by numbers. We figured it out. Spoilers in the title. Aha! I suck even less now. It's a small bottle, half full of a dark liquid. Oh, is this more of the coffee you told me about earlier? I don't think you want to drink that, it's hair dye, but what was it doing in Blake's office? Yeah, touching up his hair. Perhaps he dyed his hair? It does appear to be a similar tone to Blake's. Strange, I didn't think Mr. Patterson used anything like that. Then again, we all thought my Aunt Agnes regrew a full head of hair at 91, but it turned out she'd gone senile and was wearing a carpet sample. Blake didn't dye his hair, but maybe someone else does. Your friend KC said he is an award-winning hair and makeup artiste. Maybe he could tell us more. Good thinking. If anyone around here knows about hair dye, it's him. Now that Bill's gone, we finally got the crime scene to ourselves. Should we scan the room and... Tully! If that's your real name. Oh, hello! Tully, what are you doing here? Me? I was, flexing. Kind of embarrassing. I was looking for my hair dye. Can we talk? I wanna look around for puzzles. I'll just... Can we talk? And I just do puzzles in front of them. Well, this is a good one. Boom! Good at this game. It's always nice when it does that. Method of gameplay reminds me of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney games. Yeah, pull out the actual Picross puzzles, and there's a lot of similarities, yeah. And one of the reasons why it's good, I mean, at least I like it. button, so that's gotta be here. Whoop. Wrong button. Do 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Did I ever play first-person horror game, Pac-Man style, called Dark Deception? I don't believe so. No, or was it Deadly Deception? Either way, no, I don't believe so. It's not ringing a bell in any case. Okay, we got one there. Boop. 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 So many boops. Alright, we have got a tape recorder, yes, of course! Of course! Magnetic storage. VHS? Betamax? No. Ah, this is an audio cassette recorder. Maybe Blake used it for dictating? Looks like there's a tape inside. It's got something written on the label. SM66 Tape 1. Well, 01. SM66 could be a code. Initiating brute force algorithm. Spicy... Stop. We're never going to figure out anything like that. Just play the tape and we'll go from there. You just told your horses, Tully. I'll talk to you in a minute. Dark Deception? Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think so, but not. If I know it, I'm not pulling up what game it is. Initiating playback. Who are you? What do you want? Don't play dumb with me. You know what you... You really want me to earn? Isn't there anything else I can do? Clock's ticking, Blake. Alright, just don't... I'm finishing up on set right now. I'll go and... My apologies, Honor. The recording seems to be damaged. Some of the audio has been lost. I heard enough. Blake was being threatened. I just wish I could tell who he was talking to. There may be more information. I'll continue playback. Okay, it's done. I told her she's off the show. Jesus, how am I going to explain this to the network? It's not my problem. But we're done now, right? I just... It's the rest of the photos and get out... So fast. We're holding on to these. Just in... the... Aesthetic is a bit Five Nights at Freddy's? Huh. That was never part of the deal. This is him. Calm down, Blake. I've even been supposed to be over. I'm what I should have done from the start. Away from that phone. Warn you again. Get your hands off me. Don't touch me there. Ah. My noggin. My poor delicate noggin. I keep my brains in there. He was killed because of me. It sounds like they were blackmailing him somehow. Someone wanted me off the show so badly they... I'm sorry, Honor. I wish I could do more to identify the killer's voice. It's not your fault, Scout. We'll figure this out somehow. And finding out who this tape recorder belongs to is our next step. Yeah, we can still talk to you eventually, but, you know, we got puzzles to find. No, don't care about the soda machine. Oh, so, John, I didn't realize, I saw his shirt. This is actually the logo he has on his shirt. I didn't realize that was actually the Murder Mystery logo. But apparently so. So they chibi-ized her for the show logo. Alright, well I got that bottom row sorted out, so we're on our way. And Lou says, that's... Redact is describing the game, and Lou says, it sounds fun, but I'm the only person on the planet without a Steam account. What was I doing? 36. Whoop. We have found phone receiver. Yes, phone receiver. That's odd. Blake's phone was left off the hook. Have I faced any villains that sound like Betty from Kung Pao Under the Fist? Well, I mean, the game isn't voiced, so I could just... I can't do impressions, but if I could give that voice to anyone. Maybe he was trying to... I am one of 7 people on Earth that enjoy that movie. Yes, there are only 7. Maybe he's trying to make a call, but the killer got to him. Tully's like, hello, I'm standing right here. Oop, got another one. Oh, okay. What else we got here? Oop. part of the melody of this tune sounds like the Ace of Base, I Saw the Sign song from, God, the 90s. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's Blake's Mail, okay. Alright. Sucking less and less all the time. Look at all these letters. Blake must have been going through the fan mail. We get stacks of this stuff every month. What for? Nothing really. People just want to say they like the show. Guess it helps them feel closer to us. If they want to be closer, why don't they just visit the studio? I mean, emotionally. Scout! Fans get to know us through the show and they write to us. You know, with actual physical paper, stuffed in an actual physical envelope with a physical stamp. Now it's all email, but whatever. Or we harass them on Twitter. You know, if we don't like a direction the show is going, then we find the actor's personal account on Twitter and then we yell at them and tell them they're a bad person. Very healthy, reasonable thing that very sane, stable people do. Well, mostly they want to write to Becky, but you get the idea. Here, I'll read you one. To whoever wrote episode 6. I hope you trip and fall on your pencil, bleed all over the floor, and die in agony. And that's one of the nicer ones we get. I would not advise allowing this person to get closer to you, emotionally or otherwise. Here's another one. Mr. Patterson, you've chewed up Murder Miss Terry and crapped out a sorry excuse for a new season. If I ever have the misfortune to meet you in the street, I'll open you up and make you eat your own guts. Then maybe you'll know how you made the fans feel. You know, I think Mr. Patterson wrote this himself, because if this was real fan mail, you know, there'd be a lot more misspellings, and there'd probably be a lot of racism and misogyny mixed in. I'm just not feeling the realism here. This isn't fan mail, it's hate mail! There are 14 envelopes here with the same handwriting. I calculated 98% probability they're all from one person. And they're all signed with the same thing. Shadowmaster 66. Oh, SM66? I'm paying attention to the cartoon game. Could it be some kind of nickname? The tape recorders later said, label, I can read, honest. SM66 could be shorthand for this version of the same? Of course! Of course! Whoever Showmaster 66 is, they had access to the studio and a vendetta. That must be who killed Blake. But what's their real identity? Ah, nothing more to investigate. Hey, Tully. Hey there, gorgeous. Got time to talk? Would you like a tampon? What the hell is that? Some kind of fancy earplug? I've got my own, thanks. If you can use a tampon as an earplug, that honestly doesn't surprise me, because that leads me to believe your head is mostly hollow. Just slide that sucker on in. There's plenty of room. This really isn't the time or place for a chat. And I know you really mean chat. We're standing in a crime scene. Well, Mr. Patterson's dead. I don't think Blake will mind. Crime scene, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, and you don't want Detective Cross to find you here. So what are you doing in here? It's just looking for my car keys. Still haven't found them. I tried to open my car door with the tampon. It just didn't work. I get that. Lose things all the time. Want me to help look? I could move this desk pretty easy if you wanted to check under it. Wait a second, how about we just leave the desk and the body where it is? Right, yeah, whatever you say. Did you come in here for a reason? For the greatest reason of all? Love. I've wanted to get you alone for a while. There's something between us. Don't you feel it? Animosity, disgust, and repulsion. A few feet of concrete wouldn't be a bad start. Ah, my Mokuri could get through concrete. I hope everyone gets that reference. Let's see. Okay, gotta stretch. Fun fact, says Lou, the ancient Egyptians had tampons made out of papyrus. That sounds like it would chafe something fierce. What makes you think there's something between us? Because I can't stop thinking about you. I was kind of hoping that maybe you feel the same. You got that detective to believe you're innocent. Maybe you can do the same for me. What? And then we can go and... Look, you're a good-looking guy, but this is not the time. One of my best friends is dead. He's literally right there! Huh. You're right. Sorry, I guess I got carried away. Hey, is Becky single? What do you do around here? Don't think I've seen you on the set. Oh, you know, whatever comes up. I keep my tools with me and I go where they tell me to go. Didn't you say you were a carpenter earlier? There's carpentry needs doing, sure. And if something needs screwing, I'll do that too. And if something needs nailing down, just call me up. Who's the rap guy? MC Ham something Hamper? Point is, I'm whatever you need me to be. Except weekends, evening, and every fourth Wednesday. That's when I do bodybuilding. You only work out once every month? Every fourth Wednesday? Dude. I wish you only had to work out once a month. That's a schedule I could probably stick with. Mom taught me 3 things. Take care of your body. Don't cuss. Don't listen to Pa, because he's a goddamn drunk. Proud to say I've lived by those rules every day of my life, and when I have kids, I'm going to teach them the same. Well, maybe not that last one. You're not going to have kids, or you're not going to teach them the same. You must be pretty strong. You get in many fights? Who, me? What's that got to do with anything? Based on a visual assessment, you would be easily capable of killing someone if you wanted to. Hey, what are you trying to say? What do you think of John? Could he be a killer? Noodle arms back there? No way. Then again, when I was at school, scrawny nerd knocked some other kid out with a chessboard. So, yeah, if John had a weapon or something, I guess it's possible. How about Becky? She's pretty. Got one hell of a temper, though. You don't want to get on her bad side, trust me. I've been there. Still there. Always there. Don't think I've ever been anywhere but there. Come from a long line of mouthy broads. I'm used to it. You think that kind of anger might have been enough for Becky to kill Blake? Doubt it. My ma was always yelling and she never killed nobody. Though that would explain where Pa went. What do you make of Detective Cross? Could he be the killer? Ain't much like the TV detective. The detective's on TV, is he? What you really need is someone like them on. What's that show again? Murder something something, miss something, mistletoe. Murder Miss Terry. It's Murder Miss Terry. That's right. I bet they'd sort this whole mess right out. Say, now that you mention it, you look kind of like one of the chicks in that show. Anyone ever tell you that? Yeah, I get that a lot. Would you like a tampon? Is this hair dye yours? I think Blake's killer dyed their hair as part of a disguise. Do you? Me? Dye my hair? Baby, I'm young. I'm virile! You see any grays up on my head? Well, no, but ha! Didn't think so. I mean, if you use hair dye, that's kind of the point. You're only as old as you feel. That's what Gramps used to say. Although he died bungee jumping at 92, so take that with a grain of salt. How come you've got an ID with my face on it? Ain't that identity theft or something? And does Becky want to speak to the manager? She probably does. Well, if, Lou says, well, if training every evening and every weekend, as well as every fourth Wednesday. Oh, well, that's true. That was probably referring to all that stuff, so. This is your ID card. We found it in the break room. Shoot, almost dropped it. I really ought to get new pockets for these overalls. How long have you worked here? Not long, a few weeks, I guess. Really, Bill said this ID card design is old, like a decade old. I don't know what to tell you. It's the one they gave me when I started here. Come on, baby, you know you can trust me. Look at these guns. What about hate mail? Found these letters on Blake's desk. Have you ever written to the studio? Kind of embarrassing, but I don't really write much. Mostly stick to invoices and Christmas cards, and even then I make mistakes. One Christmas, I accidentally sent bright red lingerie to the hardware store and sent it to my girl at the time. Would have been fine, except she woke up on Christmas morning to an invoice for 14 feet of plywood, and she still hasn't paid. What about this name, Showmaster66? You recognize it? That's a name? Sounds more like an exercise bike. Could you kill someone with this? Would you like some coffee? Do you recognize the voice on this? Someone's trying to blackmail Blake. I need answers, Tully. Where were you at 4:30 today? I don't really keep track of time most days. Think I was working on the set. Do you have any proof? What do you think all these tools are for? I ain't here to build a dollhouse. Speaking of dolls. Where is it? There we go. Nope. There we go. Pardon me. Alright. Hair dye. Can you tell me anything about this bottle? Where did you get this? This is, I guess, color is how that would be pronounced. Color brand hair dye. Trust me, Hunter. You don't want this stuff anywhere near your head. Bill found it in Blake's office. Not a product you'd recommend to take it? You'd be better off using spray paint. I threw all that trash out years ago. I have been very strict with our suppliers. I spent a long time explaining all the painful ways it could be inserted into their sales guide if you tried to flog me anymore. So, someone else must have brought it in. This could belong to the killer. If you ask me, you'd have to be a psycho to use that stuff. But why would a murderer need hair dye? Quick disguise, maybe? What the hell was that? I think it was Becky. Could have been John. I bet he screams like that. Sounded like it came from the set. Do you think she found another body? You'd better go check. Me? What? I would love to be there to back you up, but I should probably stay here. Yeah. In case the killer tries to hide in the fridge. Do you like hate mail? Alright. Do you like phone receivers? Do you know this person? Okay. Alright, we will go to the set in just a moment. I must take a quick restroom break. Alright. Yay, 100 messages. Woot! But no spam bots yet. Where are my spam bots at? Alright. Going to the set. How strange. This room doesn't seem to be finished. It's a TV set. Scout! This is where we film Murder Mystery. Becky? Are you here? Get away from me, you freak! I said get away from me! What's going on? Ah! Don't sneak up on me like that, you idiot! Are you okay? Someone else? Oh, crap! He's coming this way! I'm getting out of here. If he asks, you didn't see me. Got it? If who asks? Becky, please! I just want you to read something. It's my fan fiction. It's about you and Detective Oates. And you're kissing. Oh, hi, Honor. Say, did Becky come this way? She was just here. She said meet her in the restroom. And bring a towel. God. Oh, you're kidding. Of course. I knew that. Alright. John. I can't believe it. I'm really here on set. Would you like a tampon? I don't know what that is. How is that even possible? Alright. What are you doing in here? Why did Becky scream like that? Oh, well, I guess I surprised her. I never realized TV studios were so dark. So, you were just standing around in the dark in an empty set? Not just any empty set. This is the actual set where Murder Mystery is filmed. Yeah, it was. Big fan of the show? Absolutely. Miss Terry Becky is pretty much my idol. I live through the show. Don't get me wrong, I love your character too. Miss Terry and Detective Oates are the greatest TV detectives of all time. Oates is the goats. I should have thought about that a little bit more before I said it. Thanks, John. It's just a shame it's all over. Becky was screaming for the manager. You don't think they'd cancel the show, do you? How can we carry on without Blake? He was the one who brought us all together. It was his show as much as it's anyone's. There's no such thing as bringing in another showrunner. But you have to keep going. Think of it as a tribute to him, a memorial season. Wouldn't that be the best way to honor his work? Even if we wanted to, there'd be no Detective Oates. One of the last things Blake did was cancel my contract for next season. You're kidding! You can't have Terry without Oates? That's ridiculous. It's like having oats without raisins. You think that's ridiculous? Wait till you hear about the talking poodle. As soon as I get home, I'm posting on alt.tv.mystery about this. There'll be angry letters, black faxes, riots! You really want Becky to like you, huh? She's so cool. I just wish she'd talk to me. No matter what I say, she looks at me like I'm something nasty she stepped in. I don't understand. Becky has shown no signs of interest in you, but you keep trying. Because she's Miss Freakin' Terry, I might have no chance, but I've gotta try. You already tried, she said no. Move on with your life, jackass. Even if she tells me to go to hell, at least she spoke to me. I can't decide if that's sweet or just creepy. Yes, let's ponder with it. It's creepy. You don't happen to know if she's into poetry, do you? I don't think so. Why? No reason. What do you think about Tully? Such a jerk, all muscle, no brains. I bet he could use tampons as earplugs if I knew what a tampon was. And the way he's always flirting with Becky makes me sick! If you're trying to find a murder around here, he's big enough to do it. Stupid enough to not hide it properly either. Why do women always go for meatheads like him when there are good guys like me just waiting to be given a chance? Oh, God, dude, no. No, dude. Dude. No. Dude. Gee, I don't know. Maybe if you respected them as people instead of acting like they owe you something? That'd be a good start. Oh, sure. What would you know about it? Well, I'm on the receiving end of that shit a lot, so... Sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you. All this murder stuff's got me pretty tense. Pretty tense. You recognize this ID card? Nope. Wait, is that a real studio ID? That's so cool! You didn't get one when you arrived? There's no one in the security booth outside, so I thought it wouldn't hurt anyone if I just came in to look around. So you're saying you snuck into the studio? Yeah. Wouldn't do anything weird. Ha 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 ha. Would you like an apple? You don't know what an apple is. Okay. Do you dye your hair, John? Well, I thought about dyeing my hair some kind of wild color. Wouldn't that be crazy? Anyway, I decided not to. People might think I'm some kind of pop star, and I don't want that kind of attention. Plus, my mom... And, yeah, I know, John, it would suck if people, thought that... thought you were cool, and by extension, owed you... you owed them their attention. Plus, my mom said it's really bad for your hair, so... Where'd you get that? I mean, I've seen a cassette recorder before. There's nothing special about that one. Quite the opposite. The recording quality was so bad that most of the audio is unintelligible. What? Oh man, I knew I shouldn't have, shouldn't have what? I shouldn't have told you how much of a fan I am of your show. Yeah, that's the ticket. You're trying to sell me some cheap tape recorder just because you play Detective Oates? I've never been so insulted in my life. Hang on, this guy owns every Mystery collectible. He'd probably buy any old crap. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want to know if you recognize it. Oh, well, okay then. Never seen it before in my life. Would you like some coffee? I don't know what coffee is. Want to make a call? Don't know what phones are. Is this your mail? Any of these look familiar to you? No, why would they? That's a wild guess. You've sent fan mail before, right? I bet you know our address by heart. I've also memorized the studio phone and fax numbers, and my 10-digit membership code for Miss Terry's Junior Investigators Club. But I haven't sent any fan mail recently, and who signed these so-called letters anyway? You won't find my name at the bottom, that's for sure. True, they're signed by Showmaster66. That's a pretty cool handle. Should be Showmaster69, that'd be nice. But I don't recognize it. So we found a stack of hate mail and an audio tape, both in the room where Blake was murdered. And analysis suggests both of these belong to the same person, Showmaster66. At the same time, the recording tells us that Blake was killed because someone wanted me fired from the show. There's a 70.4967% chance that the hate mail was sent by the same person who killed Blake. We're dealing with some kind of crazy fan, and you're big on the online forums. You must know something, John. I don't know what to tell you. Please, Don't worry. I think I already know who Showmaster66 really is. It's Becky! She might have wanted me out of the picture to get more leverage in her contract negotiations. That's ridiculous. Becky Call would never do anything like that. I've read all her interviews. She might be mean, but she's not a murderer. Alright, so who else could it be? It could be Tully! He could be some kind of psycho fan from your online forums! Tully couldn't have written those letters. I doubt he can even write his own name. He doesn't care about the show. Not like the real fans. Real fans like who? You can't expect me to know everyone online. Who do you think I am, Yahoo? Showmaster66 is you, John! It's you, isn't it? You're Showmaster66. Alright, fine, you got me. It's mine. It's all mine. The tape recorder, the letters. You killed Blake. What did he ever do to you? No, I didn't kill anyone. You have to believe me. Oh, Ms. Rahi. What the hell do you think you're doing? Just in time, detective. I've identified the murderer of Blake Patterson. You're just not going to quit, are you? You know what? Fine. It's about time you learn this isn't as easy as you think. Who's the killer and what's your proof? This is it. The moment of truth. Just stay calm and think it through. You've got this. Alright. The action figure and the hair dye proves it was Becky! The action figure was found in the break room and this bottle of hair dye at the scene of the crime. Together they prove that Becky killed Blake! She was fighting with Blake over a new contract and killed him when he wouldn't offer her more money. Okay, and what does that have to do with those pieces of evidence? Oh, crap. Oh, well, you got me. I was just trying to make sure you're paying attention. Alright. The hair dye and ID card proves it was Tully! Tully did it! Let me see those. Not exactly convincing, Ms. Rahi. For starters, Tully isn't the only one here with brown hair. Having an old ID card might be unusual, but it's not illegal. Oh, right. Well, the hate mail and the tape recorder proves it was John! Hate mail sent to Blake by someone calling themselves Showmaster66, a pseudonym of John Redfern. That's not... Yes, I sent the letters, but only because they were ruining my show! He also planted this tape recorder at the scene of the crime. No, I mean, yes, I hid the tape recorder in there, but I was only trying to hear about the next season of Murder Mystery. I only wanted to find out what was going on behind the scenes. That's the only reason I'm here today, I swear! You believe me, right? You don't seriously think I killed anyone, do you? Death threats, trespassing, planting a surveillance device. You'd better come with me. I want to search that backpack you left in the break room. You mean you're going along with all this? What about Tully? He could have killed Blake, or that security guy, but he's the murderer. Wait, let's not do anything crazy. Move it now. Oh, am I bumping the mic? I'm sorry. I'll hold still. Actually, let me put my mic on the mouse pad. That might help insulate it. There we go. You've done enough. Just keep back and let me handle this. Really, Detective, this isn't necessary. Are those Audio-Technica headset I'm wearing? Probably not. It's just it's Sony. It's just just headphone cans. Really, Detective, this isn't necessary. Well, just listen to me for a second. Don't I have rights? What's with all the noise? John was just about to open his backpack for me. What for? I guarantee all this nerd is carrying is a bunch of toys and bubblegum cards. Maybe, but there have been some serious accusations made. I need to see inside that bag. But I don't... She'll see. She'll see the manga I drew of Murder Mystery. Who? Miss Call? What's she got to do with this? Don't look at me. I've got no idea what he's babbling about. It's embarrassing, and I'd really rather not. It's all the underwear I stole out of her dressing room. Fine, I'll open it for you. Wait, don't open that bag, Detective. What the hell do you want? Honor, come get this floating rust bucket out of here. It's obviously malfunctioning. Pardon me. If this is the killer's bag, it may be dangerous. I do not advise opening it without proper precautions. Dangerous? Like what, a bomb? There's no bomb inside my bag. It's exactly what a mad bomber would say. Don't you dare open that bag while I'm in here. I'm not qualified to handle bombs, damn it. I'll have to call it in. Needing the bomb squad for a bag full of toys. This is the new low. Maybe they're right. Maybe I am getting too old for this line of work. I could do a subsurface scan of the bag without opening it. It's not 100% accurate, but it may help. You can do that? Is it safe? There's only a very small chance of accidental detonation. Statistically insignificant, really. This crazy tin can is gonna kill us all! Do the scan. Alright, puzzle time. Oh, well, I think we've got this one. Ah! There we go. And this one too. Ah! Alright. And this one. Ah! And this one. Ah! Oh, this one too. Ah! Whoop. There we are. And that one. And that one. Oop, there we go. Bum-de-boo. Okay. There we go. It's an award statue, yes. It's still B rank. Good news, Detective. There's no bomb inside the bag, though I am detecting a large solid metal object. Let me have a look. It's buried under all these sheets of paper. Looks like some kind of poetry. There's no need to. This one's called The Eternal Mystery, an Ode to Becky Call. What? Ew. We'll come back to that. Let me see what this metal thing is first. It looks like a trophy? What's this doing in here? Hey, that's not mine. Someone must have put it in there. I'm being framed. I recognize that. It's a Starshine Award. Why is John carrying a TV award around in his backpack? He must have won it! He must have won it at the Starshine Awards. Is that it, John? You work for another show and they paid you to kill our showrunner? I have no idea what you're talking about. Detective, she's crazy. I guess that is a little outlandish, but I think there's another explanation. He must have bought it on the internet! What kind of nut would buy a TV award on the internet? How else am I supposed to make sure I've got the right size display cabinet? The engraving on this award says it's for Murder Mystery. Isn't that your show? In that case, I think there's another explanation. He stole it from Blake's office! And look, it's got blood on it. Well, well, no wonder you didn't want us to look inside your backpack. I don't know how it got in there, I swear. I didn't want everyone to see my poetry. It's really bad. I know it's not very good. It was supposed to be just for Becky. And now you all think I'm some kind of weird loser. Oh, no, we already thought you were. And a murderer. Don't forget murderer. Why would I kill one of the people responsible for my favorite TV show that I wrote a bunch of hate mail about and threatened to kill him? I might not have liked some of the new episodes, but you guys are my heroes. Is Becky Call a play on Beck and Call? Huh, you know, I didn't think about that. That might be it. Brian says, this detective game reminds me, did you ever play AI, the Somnium Files? I played the demo, and I was really interested in buying the, in getting the game, but it's always been like $80, $90. I guess they just didn't print too many of them. Once I find it for a reasonable price, yeah, I would like to. And they're making a sequel, so hopefully they'll do another run of the original so the price will drop and I can buy it, because I'm certainly not paying like $80 to $100 for it. But yeah, I enjoyed the demo. Save it for the interrogation room. You're gonna wish you'd spent your money on retaining a good lawyer instead of a bunch of collectibles. John Redfern, I'm arresting you for the murder of Blake Patterson. You have the right to remain silent. I think he's blah 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 blah. You know the thing, but I'm innocent. And don't listen to him. He's just desperate. You saw all the evidence. This case is open and shut. You need to go home and take it easy. Get your head straight. It's been a long day for all of us. Whew! What a day. Babe, I'm just glad it's over. I can hear a cold glass of Chardonnay calling. But it's not over, is it? Not for me. What are you on about? You caught the bad guy, or did you not notice Detective Cross frog marching him out of here? Yeah, but Blake's still gone. And it was all because of me. Don't be daft. You didn't kill him. But John wanted Blake to fire me, not Becky, not you, me. If I wasn't on the show, Blake might still be alive. Brian says, think you'd really enjoy the story and humor of it. It doesn't have much gameplay outside of visual novel stuff. It does have puzzle sections, but they're not as good as in Zero Escape. Yeah, I kind of got that sense from the demo. Interestingly, it looked like there were different ways to approach moving through the investigation scenes, which is interesting. But I got a kick out of the characters and humor, so... Yeah, it does look like a game that I'm probably going to have to pick up digitally, and although I really prefer physical media to digital, because, again, yeah, I'm not paying ridiculous prices for a game. Anyway, forget the glass. I'm sensing this is more a bottle of Chardonnay situation, maybe two. You're right. Probably just need some time to relax and process everything. Absolutely, you need some downtime, babe. How about we hit the town? My treat. I know this great drag place right around the corner. Can we just hang out at my place instead? I don't know if I want to deal with other people right now. No problem. Lou says, now I want a cold glass of Chardonnay. Runs to the fridge. Redacted says, sooner or later everything will end up going digital. And then we'll never be able to actually own anything. Yeah. See all these movies back here? I own all those. They're mine. Mine. And over there is all my a good chunk of my video games. I own them. They're mine. Oh, don't want to host them on your server anymore? That's fine. I own them. They're mine. Of course, some of the games I think are just keys for digital downloads. Like Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I don't think there's anything on that disc except a key to download the entire game. Let's see. Still got to pack up some stuff. I'll meet you on the parking lot in 10. Still haven't found my damn keys. Still haven't found your car keys on her. Damn, forgot about that. Casey, can we make it 20? Sure, I've been stuck here for hours already. What's another 20 minutes? Let's go to the parking lot. Huh. Guess KC must still be packing up. And we can't leave until we find your car keys. Well, I'm pretty sure I didn't drop them out here. They must be inside somewhere. Alright. Maybe you dropped your keys in here? Shall I scan the room for them? It's worth a try. You do know what keys actually look like now, right? Only one way to find out. Lou says, as an archaeologist, I'm always thinking long-term. Nothing to excavate. Yeah, there'll be no artifacts in the future because we have absolutely nothing to dig up. Oh, hey, Honor. John will be down at Station Detective Cross by now. I wonder how the interrogation's going. I was on to him from the start. As soon as he came into the break room, I was like, he's the murderer, but no one wanted to listen to me. Seriously, Honor, sometimes it's exhausting being right all the time. Yeah, it must be awful. It's so unfair. Everyone knows the show's ruined now that Blake's gone, so I'll probably never get my Starshine Award. And I missed my party. This day has been a total disaster. I just want it to be over. You know we're free to leave, right? I bet you could still make the party. I could, but I've already missed the paparazzi opening window. It'd just be a waste of time. Physical carts and discs will end up deteriorating sooner or later. Yeah, but probably not in my lifetime. I mean, I still have VHS tapes that all work just fine. You know, none of the physical media I have has ever... I mean, all my NES games that I've checked, even the batteries in them still work. And even if they didn't, the carts are fine. I just need to put in a new battery if any of them ever die. Which, pain in the ass, but can be done. I could, but I've already missed it. Right. I thought you went to those parties to meet people, not just to get photographed. You think getting anywhere in Hollywood is about networking? It's all about the column inches, Honor. You go to a party, get snapped looking glam on the way in, then get snapped again on the way out. Making sure not to look too sloppy, of course. Get a snap the day with a giant coffee and huge sunglasses, and you've got a double-page spread in celeb life. Or you could just marry some rich guy and step over all the people who spent years working towards their dream, but you'd know more about that than me. Why are you so obsessed with getting a Starshine Award? You know you're a good actress. You don't need an award to prove it. CDs in 5 to 10 years? All my CDs seem to work just fine, too. The award is my dream! I wanted to win Best Actress since I was a little girl, and I'm not gonna give up now. Don't you think it's a little unhealthy to focus on it like you do? It's healthy to have goals, Honor. I know I'm a good actress, but I want everyone else to know. I want to be able to shove that award in their face and say, see? I made it! Yep, that sounds totally healthy to me. Would you like a tampon? Would you like some coffee? How about an apple? How about, would you like the Starshine Award? Hey, isn't that a Starshine Award? Let me see that. Oh, it's just for Best New Show. Forget it. Would you like some hate mail? John was a fan. Why was he sending hate mail? Seems he didn't like the way the show was going, wanted different writers, I guess. Why do all these freaks think we owe them something? Don't they realize they're watching our show? Yeah. Alright. Keys. Is it under the tripod over here? Yes, that looks like keys to me. Hmm. Fair point. Brian says, you don't notice degradation as much with music as a stray bit doesn't affect much. It can make video games unplayable, though. Yeah, I don't think I have any game CD-ROMs. Got a few on floppy disk, though. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay. Car keys. Let's see. Happen all the time for me with PS1 used PS1 games, so maybe hit a game-breaking bug at some point. Lou says just go with Ubisoft and make every game a life service. Then it will last forever. Yeah. Still B. Hey, you actually found them. I did? I did! As Bogey once said, I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Bogey? Yeah, Humphrey Bogart? Don't tell me you don't know Casablanca. Casablanca, the largest city in Morocco, first settled in... Not the place, the movie. It's a classic. I have never seen Casablanca. I should remedy that at some point. I don't think I've ever watched a movie before. You'll love it. As soon as we get out of here, we're watching it together. Alright. Whoops, I accidentally took a picture. Oh, well, whatever. Let's go back to the break room. Any investigation we can do in here. Casey, found the keys. You ready to go? Oh no, Casey's dead! Guess still packing up his things. Might as well take one last look around the studio before I go. Might never see this place again. Nope, can't investigate. Break room, set, park, office. Yep, body's gone. We worked through a lot of great episodes in here, and Blake was always ready to talk if I needed something. But now, I know it's the same room, but it feels so different. Understandable, many things have been moved. I detect 4,913 differences in object position and orientation since my last scan. Cross must have had the team in here to collect any last pieces of evidence. At least they've finally taken Blake away. He deserves some peace. Ooh, let's look around. I like the fact that the logo has bubbles coming out of the pipe. You know, we don't smoke on the show. Oop. Alright, something else under this desk. I should watch Casablanca? Okay. All right. Do. Oop. Nope. That one. Thank you. Still hitting the wrong damn buttons. And it's the buttons' fault. I blame the buttons for my poor performance. We've got a same theme, just kind of a slower tempo, a melancholy rendition of it. It's kind of nice. Casa Negra, the sequel to Casablanca, where the protagonist is a chupacabra. 1, 2, 3, blank, blank could be over there. So let's look at our stuff here. What are we missing? Let's look over here. 2, let's do that. 4. Oh. Whoop. No, no, no. Again, wrong buttons. My Spanish is good. No, my Spanish is bad. You give me a 2 thumbs up for pronunciation, I appreciate that. My hablo español muy mal. What's funny is I can actually, I understand more Spanish than I can actually speak. It takes me a while, even, you know, using like vocabulary I know, it takes me a while to string together. It would be very frustrating to try and communicate with me in Spanish, because it would take me forever to actually say anything. It'd be like trying to communicate to me in sign language. Like, most ASL I know is just how to finger spell, and I'm very slow at it. So we'd be here all day. Gabriel, hello. We found some photographs. Alright. Hey! Well, our case score is over 9,000. Has been for a while. It's a Polaroid. Cross must have missed it when he took the rest of the evidence. Wait a second. Didn't Blake mention photographs on that audio tape? They were using them to blackmail him! The photograph seems to show 2 people engaging in some form of wrestling? Oh my. Oh god, they're not wrestling, they're... I'll explain later. So, who are the 2 people in the picture? Obviously that's Blake, so I guess that's his... Wait a second, that's not his wife? No wonder he didn't want these pictures to get out. A scandal like this could have ruined him! There's something written on the other side. Get rid of Honor Mizrahi, or this goes public. That confirms it. Blake was blackmailed into firing me. Detective Cross can add that to the list of charges against John. I just don't get why he hated me so badly. My acting's not that bad, right? Pardon me. According to his letters, he was upset about recent episodes of the show. Is there an S rank? Yeah, there is. According to the recent episodes of the show, sorry. True, but he was so excited to meet me and Becky, he didn't seem to hate me at all. Just doesn't make any sense. I added a word there for some reason. Honor, wait, I just ran a comparison on the writing from the back of the photograph. It doesn't match the handwriting on John's letters. Maybe his mom wrote it for him. I suppose that is possible. Should we tell Detective Cross to arrest Mrs. Redfern? I was kidding, Scout, but if John didn't take this photo, he may not be the killer after all! We have to take this to Detective Cross. Blake's murderer is still out there! Button is... parking lot? Becky's looking for manager and John looking for the chupacabra. There you are! I can't wait to pour the drinks, put on some music, and relax. Maybe we can still salvage what's been, let's face it, a bloody awful day. About that, can't wait. You're flaking on me? Me? Sorry, I need to talk to Detective Cross. I found something, and I think John is innocent after all. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine in a jail cell for one night. I'll just remind him of his basement. I'm being serious, Casey. I feel terrible. I convinced Cross to arrest him, and now he's out there on his own. Probably handcuffed to a table. How would you like it? Not exactly my scene, but someone says I should be less picky. Always use fuzzy handcuffs. They chafe less. They look ridiculous, but they are much more comfortable. Sorry, I don't mean to be such an arse. And I don't have a headboard. I just have a mattress laying on a box spring. It's not even on a frame. It sits flat on the floor. These are things you need to know. It's just I barely see you outside of work lately. I miss our catch-ups. I know, divorce isn't as simple as they make it seem on TV. This is true. It's even worse. I'm not divorced, never been married, but I do know other people who have been divorced. I know people who've been trying to get divorced. I know people who really, really, really wanted to get divorced and then stopped getting divorced because it was just that much of a pain in the ass. And now they live together and they're both miserable. It's a cheery thought. Thank you for sharing, Andrew. There's always something to sign, some lawyer to talk to. Really expensive, too. Lawyers are expensive. How about tomorrow? We can do the whole drinks and music thing, maybe watch a movie. What would you believe? Scouts! Never seen Casablanca? Play it again. Scout! I'm sorry, Casey. I lack the equip... Oh, no, I didn't mean... You know what? Don't worry about it. You two had better go free your little lost boy. If he is innocent, he needs someone like you on his side to show him the way back to Neverland. I'm sticking with the Peter Pan thing. Alright, we're going to LAPD, Precinct 13. Let us hope there is no assault on it. John Carpenter is good. Thought your runoff saved John. You sure you don't mind me canceling tonight? It's fine. This is just the downside of being friends with someone who's nice, I suppose. Hey, I balance you out. I'm the yin to your yang, the sunny to your share. You trying to imply that Cher isn't the nice one? Careful, or there might be another murder on the cards today. What about you? What are you gonna do now? I'm booked to work a photo shoot tomorrow afternoon. Murder Miss Terry might be on summer break, but this guy here sure as hell isn't. You're in demand. My acting coach always used to say to book all the jobs you can because one day there won't be any. Oh, sorry babe, didn't mean to, don't sweat it, I'm happy for you. Really. Not bitter at all. I'm gonna go home with my robot and watch movies. At least things are going well for one of us, right? Will they continue? I wonder if they'll cancel the show now that Blake's gone. Not sure. He was the creator. I can't imagine Murder Mystery without him. But it was doing well in the ratings. It makes lots of money for the studio. Well, they'll definitely get a new showrunner then. I wouldn't be surprised if they find a way to keep it going. I just don't know if I could handle another year of Becky without you around. You know, you could probably get your job back. Blake only fired you because he was being blackmailed. Maybe, but it doesn't feel like now's the time to ask. Oh, sorry, I know Blake's not even in the ground yet, but could you possibly reverse the last decision you made? Thanks. Yeah, that'd be cold even for you. Hey, I'm not cold, I just take a while to warm up. But I'm room temperature at least. Alright. To the pressing. It's been years since I was in here. See that gum on the wall behind the desk? I stuck that there 15 years ago. They never caught me. You spent time in the police station? Not in the way you're thinking. My dad used to work here. Oh, that could be to our advantage. Having an ally in the police could... Yeah, Dad passed away. Scout! Long time ago. Thanks for bringing it up. We're on our own here. Speaking of which, John's probably alone in the interview room with Cross right now. Keep quiet. We might be able to hear what's going on. I'm telling you, I wasn't there! If you think you're tough, Redfern... You think you're tough, Redfern, but I'm gonna get you to crack, even if it takes all night. I will tap your skull with a ball-peen hammer until it splits open, boy! Honor, Detective Cross is going to crack John. We have to stop him! Sheesh, he'll hear us. Sheesh, he heard us. Hi, Detective! You. What are you doing here? I found new evidence. It's handed in at the front desk, okay? I'll get to it in the morning. But maybe you haven't noticed, but I'm busy right now. If you want to talk, come back tomorrow. Yeah. Pardon. Now, if you'll excuse me. Damn it! He's locked the door! Detective Cross seems a bit cross. Yeah. Hey! Open up! You've got the wrong guy in there! If Cross won't do his job, we'll just have to do it for him! What are you suggesting? Blackmail photos! All the case evidence is behind the front desk, right? We'll take another look. We must have missed something. Behind the desk? What if someone sees us? Let me worry about that. Can you try scanning the murder weapon again? I can conduct a micro-level scan, but it will take some time. Alright. Investigation. Aha! Boxes of stuff. Puzzle start! Oh, okay. Well, we'll just do one of these and one of these. Okay. Boop, boop, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Whoop. There we go. Do, 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 do. Whoop, nope. There we go. That's 6, yeah. Boop. Oh, 11. How about that? Womp. Boop. Boop, boop. Music in this game is pretty damn good, I must say. I really like it. Redacted blackmail? Is that the mail that needs a blacklight to view the letters? Lou says yes, particularly when there's been wrestling. Blacklight will show up all kinds of stuff. Is that 6? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's move back up here. Two. It's gotta be a 1. Oops, I've made a boo-boo somewhere. 4 blank. Oh. I have made a horrible mistake here. 6, 3, 3, yeah. Did I fix it? Or just make it worse? Probably me clicking the wrong damn button again. I think I fixed it. Yeah. Alright, cool. Doobie doobie doo 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 doo. I received blackmail. Oh no, you're being extorted. No, it's just black envelope, black sheet, black stamp, black mail. Black ink too, so it's really hard to read. What did I do wrong here? Oh, missing this up here. So this is a 2. This is a 3. There we go. Have I ever watched any videos by Djibouti Dubs? Nope. Not a name I recognize. Alright, we have found a crumpled piece of paper. Oh, no, fingerprint. Yes, fingerprints are good. Yay! We are the best we could possibly be. I guess. I don't know. Do-do-do-do. What did you find? There are faint marks on the award statue. They're oval-shaped with quite intricate patterns. You mean fingerprints? Ah, of course. I'll update my imaging database. If we find a match for those prints, we'll know who held the murder weapon. Well, we do have the doll. But how do we find a match? We don't have any fingerprint records to compare against. Police have a database. Would only have the prints of people who've been arrested before, but it might be worth a try. Good idea. Do you have access to this database? I don't have the password, if that's what you mean. Can't you network with it or something? They do comedic voiceovers on videos? Ah, cool. That's not how networking works, Honor. Besides, they don't have any communications hardware, so... That's odd. It seems they do have a communications port, but the relevant subroutines are damaged. Can you fix them? I can try. Attempting data recovery. You know, you could... We do, again, have that doll. Wait, oh, hell. Oh, crap. Scout! What's happening? Alright, we're booting up some, our propulsion's online, imaging network, okay, microphone array, speech synthesis, videotology, sure, knowledge, right, test server, okay. Well, someone's been working hard. Look at all the dirt and scratches on that jacket. Boot sequence looks good. How's your memory clock? Stable at 150 megahertz! I'm reading an average efficiency increase of 1.6% since yesterday. Damn it. Did I do something wrong? No, but I bet Tom that overclock wouldn't be stable. Guess I'm buying lunch today. We've got to get him ready for another test. They're gonna be here in 10 minutes. 10 minutes? I only just started basic diagnostics. There's nothing we can do. If the administrators want to refocus R&D, then... Screw the administrators. They can't just change the parameters like this! Look at all the crap in her pockets. I bet she walks home with office equipment all the time. Sorry, Scout! Looks like you're in for a long day. You're back! Thank God, I thought I'd lost you. What happened? There was an unexpected payload inside the damaged communications code. In English! I remembered something? There was a bright room. People were arguing. Maybe you died and went to electronic heaven. Is that what people mean when they say to meet your maker? I was just kidding, but I guess in your case that might actually be true. Wish I could remember more. Do you think there might be other memories that you haven't found yet? It's possible, but maybe I'll have to solve some more Picross puzzles to unlock them. Crap in pocket? Yeah. Are you going home with that crap? Well, it's in my pocket, so... But I have no way of knowing where they are or what might trigger them. There's more to uncover. We'll find it together. I promised I'd help you, and I meant it. Thank you, Honor. I'm so glad I found you. In the meantime, how about the communications code? Can you access the police computer? Yes, I think I've restored that functionality. Give me a moment to make a connection. Oh god, here's where I embarrass myself. Solve these puzzles without the use of X of the block thing or hints. Look out for lines that only have one solution. So we have to solve 3 puzzles in a minute 40, and we can't use the little X thing, so... And if we screw up, time penalty. Yay! Now the real game starts as Lou, yeah. Redacted. I remember one time I literally took a brownie and cut it into the shape of an E. I asked a friend, would you like a brown E? I have a brownie story. I found a match for the fingerprint. I think I've told this story before. Well, don't keep me waiting, Scout. Who is it? A man called Frank Pritchell. Who? 34 years old, prior arrest for assault and extortion, although all charges were dropped. There is a photograph attached to the file. You may want to see this. He looks familiar, but something's not quite... Oh my god, it's Tully! I almost didn't recognize him with red hair. Haha! Hair dye! That explains the bottle of hair dye. He must have had it in his case. He had it in case he needed a quick disguise. He threw on a pair of overalls to make up a story about working on the set. Even the whole stupid thing was probably an act. He was there to blackmail Blake, which did not go according to plan. As we heard on the tape, Blake threatened to call the police. So Frank grabbed the closest thing to hand, one of the awards from behind Blake's desk, and smacked him on the noggin. But now we know who you are, Frank, and we're coming for you. Well, anime characters, you see, have one gigantic pore on their forehead, so... Man, do I need a coffee. Well, I have an entire pot in my pocket. You're still here? Don't you have somewhere else to please? Somewhere... You know what I mean. You just aren't going to leave me alone, are you? Yeah, the, if I'm remembering correctly, all the cases actually interconnect in a way. Like, they're 4 standalone cases, but there is a through line. How's the interview going? The guy's driving me crazy. I don't know how he does it, but he's clammed up tighter than a rhino in a wetsuit. There's a mental image. But yeah, with the Phoenix Wright things where stuff just keeps changing. Oh, a new thing! Oh no, we've got this whole thing wrong. We've got... Yeah. I like the Phoenix Wright games. Looking forward to the great Ace Attorney games that are coming out, is that this month? Or, I think it's this month. Maybe next month? I don't know. Somewhere soon. I know why he's not talking. Why? Because I'm not going hard enough? No, he's not talking because he's innocent. Are you serious? An hour ago you wanted me to throw the book at him. I've been trying to tell you since we got here. How many times have I got to tell you? You're not a real detective. You can't walk in here and expect me to overturn hours of work just because you've changed your mind. Everything I've seen points to John. Unless I've missed something, the case is closed. We found new evidence. I told you, put it on the front desk. I'll get to it tomorrow. But you need to see this now! What could possibly be that important? This tampon. You said you wanted some coffee. Alright, fingerprint. I didn't want to believe it either, but I was wrong. We found fingerprints on the murder weapon. Fingerprints? They match a police file on a man called Frank Pritchell. Better known to us as Tully. He was disguised, but it's him. How did you lift the prints? The lab told me they don't have a slot for ours. Scout did a micro-level scan of the award. Once I had an image of the print, I searched that you hacked into the police computer. I should have you both arrested. For solving your case, get your priorities straight, Detective. Frank Pritchell killed Blake, and he's still out there somewhere. You want to see a picture of 2 people being blackmailed? Wait a second. Where are you going? We've got Pritchell's address on file. I've got to collar the guy before he leaves town. If he gets away now, the chief is going to bust me down to traffic. What about us? We found the evidence. Absolutely not. You stay here, and I mean it this time. Don't move until I get back. I assume we'll be ignoring his instructions as usual. You catch on pretty quick. Scout! We will solve this murder with the power of Picross! The detective left the station in a hurry, but flashing lights and a screaming siren aren't hard to follow. As I drove, my mind turned over the day's events. Blake's death, Scout's appearance, John's arrest, Frank's guilt. It seemed like the whole world was turning inside out, a dizzying whirlwind with me at the center. Why are the people made to look like stickers? Asks Lee. It's a fair point. It's just, it kind of reminds me of the characters on sticks that you do this and then flip them around and stuff. It's an aesthetic choice. Gives them a little bit more animation just to move them around the scene. There's limited, it's not a tile set, but limited poses for these characters. And moving them around the screen and stuff helps. Anyway, aesthetic choice. Seemed like the whole world was... Oh, we already read that, yeah. Up ahead, I saw Cross pull up to the curb outside an apartment block. Frank's place. He might throw a dumbbell at us. There was a crowd of people gathered outside. A yellow cordon fluttered in the breeze. Something wasn't right. Oh no! Frank Pritchell is dead. And the police officer has no face. They said it was suicide. A note in his apartment said he hadn't meant to kill Blake. Things got out of hand. He couldn't live with himself. The usual stuff. It tied everything up neatly enough for the police. Case closed. But it wasn't enough. Not for me. I wanted answers. I wanted to know why I was involved. And then I wanted out. To run away, regroup, and salvage whatever was left of my life. Little did I know, the universe had a different plan for me. Case closed. Or is it? Dun dun dun! Alright. So I think that's where we'll stop. That's the first quarter of Murder by Numbers. A charming little Picross game with a murder mystery kind of Phoenix Wright-esque wrapper. I really enjoyed this game. I have played. You can see that I've already completed the game. But it's something that for some reason just popped into my head this week, and I was like, you know what, I'd like to show this game off. And started out with kind of on this stream with very little interest in this game, but the viewership went high. Barbell set behind me. Yeah, finally got a weight rack. But I never hear anyone talk about this game, and I think it's genuinely fun, unless you just really don't enjoy playing Picross, which is fair enough. But if you do enjoy Picross, I'd recommend this one. I find it it's fun, it's charming. It's kind of weird that you can't use the touchscreen. It's a Switch game and it doesn't work on the touchscreen. Weird, odd choice that, but it is what it is. So anyway, thank you all for keeping me company this Sunday afternoon. I hope you had fun, and I will see you another time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.